Y'all, welcome to the panel.
Welcome to
we got a lot to talk about, y'all. As you can see, based on the title of the show, the Spurs and Victor Wembanyama stole the show this weekend. They took the cake. Victor Wembanyama came back on minutes restriction and packed up the OKC Thunder. It was what, a 16-game winning streak?
16, yeah.
Well, it is no more due to the Spurs and Victor Wembanyama. We're going to talk about that game. There was also another NBA Cup game, the Knicks and the Magic. We'll talk about how the Knicks won that game and advanced to the NBA Cup Finals. We'll talk about what a Spurs and New York Knicks NBA Cup Finals looks like. And we'll just talk about the other things that happened this weekend. A legend in the NBA, a living legend by the name of Steph Curry went off yesterday. We're going to talk about what that looks like and what he did. But in the meantime, fellas, what's going on, Mars, Chill, Swiper? How you guys feeling today?
No. Forget all that. Ron, you almost had a 44-year-old man take you down yesterday. How you feel about that? You should have lost the game.
He looked good. He
did. That's what I'm saying.
But he still took that L.
He put his cane on the sideline to come onto the field and was walking down that team in Seattle. Wasn't scared at all.
So Mars, what I'd like to equate it to, Mars, it's I'm thinking about what's the bald head dude that used to play for not Man United, but the Spanish team, brown skin dude. I forgot his name.
A lot of those chill. A lot of those guys.
You haven't narrowed down the subject.
I'm looking right at him. I'm looking right at him. Not in Mbappe. A little bit older, but the translation.
Man, this is Rooney coming out of retirement, brother. This is what this is.
That's what I'm talking about. He's been out of the game. He's been at it. No,
okay.
It's not Rooney. No, it's not Rooney. I'm talking about somebody different.
Okay.
He's been out of the game for 5 years, Mars, and of all the strikers that they need, they called this guy. They can't find nobody else. They got to call this guy to come out of retirement.
Yep.
And he's in bubble wrap on the field, basically. Mars.
He looks like a coach. He's built like a coach.
He got the father look.
Who else is he built
and
like?
he acts. And he's not bad neither. On top of that, Mars, like he's out there and he's playing. And it's like, you know what? He don't suck.
Why did you ask that when I got on the stage?
It doesn't look bad. Here's the $1 million question, though. You got
to Mars. Last week he was setting fantasy football lineups on Sunday. The next week he's helping the Colts try to make the playoffs. That's the
lost.
He didn't know he was going to play until Monday or Tuesday. Cleared workouts on Wednesday. Got in the playbook for 2 days, went to Seattle, and should have won the game, by the way. But then Myers, they have the best kicker in the league right now, but Ron doesn't know that. Myers went down the field, hit a game-winning field goal after they had just hit a game-winning field goal with like 29 seconds left. It was the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. So that bum, see that dude right there wearing that jersey? I don't know why he has that on. They absolutely should have lost that game yesterday, Joe.
And please don't let me leave.
Hey, Morris, by the way, we beat the team that they lost to earlier in this season. By the way, the worst team in the league.
When they were healthy?
Hey, Morris, the Brooklyn Nets.
Ron,
you guys beat them by 2 points, 13-11. Did I come up here and say anything?
What are you talking about?
When y'all beat the New York Jets 13-11?
They have a 44-year-old quarterback.
Did I say anything?
You know he's older than Sean McVay.
When y'all beat
he's older than the head coach of the Rams.
Another team, the Utah Jazz.
Fact, your coach is younger than him.
If the Denver Nuggets squeak by the Utah Jazz, am I going to come up here?
His head coach is younger than the quarterback that trotted on the field yesterday for the Indianapolis Colts, and he almost took them down. And now he's over here lying. Ron,
isn't old Phillip playing for the Colts now?
Yeah, that's what we talking about.
Not just old Phillip, real talk, grandfather, like in real life.
He got 14 kids. He's Catholic, devout Catholic. So 14 children, I believe, is the number now.
He's actually
exactly.
got 10.
So he knows how to school.
He got been 10. I don't know how many.
How to school younger people.
Double digits. He got a couple kids that are just as old as Ron. That's how old he is.
he's literally a grandfather. He's got grandkids. That's going on.
That's what you went up against on Sunday. Won this week.
Who's barely?
Now
barely won. Wait. The Broncos barely beat the Packers. Are you sitting here lying to me right now?
You crazy?
You guys didn't blow them out.
Bruh, they were up 8 points and then went on a bro. You're tripping. This is what I know. The Packers were favorites going into Denver by 2.5 points, and they beat them by 8. Shut your face. Matter of fact, your quarterback doesn't have a meaningful game versus a good team this year. Talk about that. Doesn't have a good game versus a good. He doesn't have a good game. What's the Broncos record? What's the Broncos record?
We're better than you guys.
No, y'all not.
What's the Broncos record?
Hey, no, when you guys
Ron,
lose this week,
what is the Broncos record? Say it to me real quick.
You guys lose this week. You guys are one game ahead of us.
No, what's the record? I want to know what the record is.
One game ahead of us.
Hey, real talk. Ron and I got a bet going into the year. It's a week check. Matter of fact, it's a week check. Who's going to have the better record by the end of the year? What are the Broncos? What's the record right now? 12-2. Guess what it is, real talk. Best in the NFL. What's his bummy record over there? 11-3. And they snuck by the Colts. Good luck, brother. Record? I want my money.
Bummy record?
Hey, next thing you know, real talk. I'm gonna donate a portion of my money to buy that man a real T-shirt. That T-shirt's too big for him. It's hanging off his neck. Go ahead.
Swipe. By that T-shirt, we clearly see that you are finna do real damage to that man's life when you take away a week's worth of check. We can clearly see he don't budget. Come on, man. He living week to week. Ron living week to week, bro. Ron living week to week, man.
First off, we did not bet a week's worth of check, but if you want,
how much was it?
Swipe is a disgusting person. Can we talk basketball, please? He didn't put on that bum ass jersey. Can we talk basketball?
You the one started this, Ron. Just so you know,
I didn't start anything. I came in here proud of my team. We're the number one team in the NFC. We about to take down the other team.
I'm tired you wearing that hat. You haven't watched a second of Texans football this year, by the way. Not 1 second. And he don't even like football. Last 2 times I've seen you wore that dumb hat. Who bought you that hat?
Are we about to make the playoffs? Don't we have the best defense?
Who bought you the hat? Who bought you the hat?
We have the best defense in the league.
No, you don't. Who bought you the hat?
Yes,
who bought
we
you
do have the best defense in the league.
Real talk. Who bought you the hat?
I bought that.
No, you didn't.
Stop
it. Stop it, bro.
All right, fellas. Come on, let's get into it. We got the San Antonio Spurs. Just to turn into a glaze fest now.
You done started it.
We got the San Antonio Spurs, y'all. Let's talk about Wemby playing only 21 minutes. And Wemby coming out and dominating in those 21 minutes. Y'all, we all seen it. We all seen how the game looked when Wemby wasn't playing. Oklahoma City looked like they were going to run away with this game. And then Victor Wembanyama steps on the court, and all of a sudden, they look like a completely different team. Mars, since I can trust that you want to talk basketball today, how did you feel about Wemby's performance, or really just kind of I don't want to turn it into an on-off thing, but how they looked when he played versus when he wasn't playing?
I think stuff like, when was the game? Saturday, right?
Yeah.
I feel like games like that are the reason why, I'll speak for myself, I don't need to be like super high on Wemby offensively to say that I think he's a top 5 player on the planet, because he has like this intrinsic defensive value that kind of just makes teams change the way in which they want to play. Like, I remember watching that first quarter, and I think OKC had like 3 separate lobs. No disrespect to Luke Cornet, but I just think the lack of mobility kind of got him in that instance. And OKC had like 3 separate lobs. Wemby comes in the game, and everything around the rim kind of just disappeared. OKC's rim frequency went down, their mid-range frequency went up, their offense stagnated. The couple times I saw Jalen Williams, not J-Dub, the other one, drive a closeout, he saw Wemby in the paint and he picked up his dribble from like 14 feet and then just threw a kick out pass. And it's like stuff like that, and it led to like a contested 3. And it's stuff like that kind of just, he doesn't need to score 28 a night to be the best player on the floor. He can play 20 minutes and play amazing defense and just be fine on offense, and all of a sudden he's the best player on the court just off sheer impact alone. It's like the best comparison I can make is like, it's like the reverse Steph Curry. Like, Steph Curry opens up the floor for everyone. Wemby, like, just, he shrinks the floor for the opposing team. Like, everywhere that is meant to be, oh, this is the most valuable spot on the floor, if Wemby's down there, it just doesn't exist for you. So I think that impact is why I think he's a top 5 player on the planet. Offensively, he did look good. Made like a pull-up 3 in the first quarter. That was like ridiculous. It's like, oh my God. Crazy shot over Alex Caruso in the fourth. Another shot over Chet in the fourth. Obviously knocked down most of his free throws when they played the fouling game.
And rebounding is offensive rebounding too. Was crazy.
He came in. The offensive rebounding was instantly felt, creating second chance opportunities for his team. He was just doing a little bit of everything, and as expected, he turned the ball over a bit. Obviously, with OKC swarming defense, and that's something I do expect. Like, because now I'm set. San Antonio is making the playoffs. I'm pretty much like I expect them to be in the playoff series this year, and I expect Wemby to have turnover problems in the playoffs anyway. So it's just how can he impact the game, knowing that the turnovers are going to be a thing. He's probably going to average anywhere from 3 to 5 in a bad series, maybe even 6 turnovers. But is he going to be able to make up for everything else with the defense, with the offense, with the creating for everyone, the gravity he has on both sides of the ball? And then also away from Wemby, Stephon Castle was having a really good season. I just want to give him credit because I've been lower on Stephon Castle, so I want to take time and give him credit for how much I think he's improved defensively, how much he's improved as a driver. His deceleration stuff that he even had last year looks more refined. Still not a big fan of like the outside shooting and whatnot, but like he definitely has improved. And I want to give him a lot of credit for taking like a major jump from being rookie of the year last year, but to now being like a really, really, really good player. So shout out to Stephon Castle.
Is it low, Mars, or is it not? I don't think that he's what everybody else thinks he is right now. Because there's a difference between being low on him, like you don't think he's that good, or I don't think he's where everybody thinks he is right now. Like there's people who think that Stephon Castle could take that leap in year 2 to be an all-star / all-pro guy when there's still a lot of development there when it comes to Stephon Castle.
Yeah, it might be more of that. Just I didn't think he was as good right now as other people were saying. That's probably where I stood.
Yeah, you kept saying like he's good on defense for a rookie.
Yeah, but this year he's legitimately just good on defense. Like, yeah, he's just good on defense. So yeah, he's definitely taken a jump in my mind. So I wanted to shout out Stephon Castle for that.
Ron, during basketball games, go ahead, Swipe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was just it was a great game. You know, I know Mars is probably going to bring this up later, so I'm just going to bring the nasty in before Mars does, because I saw Mars on the timeline saying, "Oh, SJ doesn't have a great game. They're going to win 55 games." You know, Jada, blah blah blah. 1 game sample size, Mars. You know, I will say, could you push
I
back?
Actually didn't say that, but
no, you said something like that. But
Swipe, you were the one being nasty on the timeline.
No, I was.
Yeah, I've been seeing Swiper in his troll bag.
Well, to be fair, I was out. I was enjoying my night at a nice event. You know what I mean? On during the game, I'm watching it on my phone, and I was like, man, what could I? Because I like to rile them up a little bit. You know what I mean? So I just put a little something out there. They finally played a good team. Didn't say nothing after that, and then they say whatever. But then obviously
don't even own his trolls either. Why am I seeing him respond to his own troll? JK.
No, I was a troll. It was a troll. It was a troll. But look,
you gotta stand on
seriously.
Stand on his Swiper.
As somebody who has been a big, Victor Wembanyama person, and Devin Vassell as well, by the way. He wasn't phenomenal in that game, but it matters that they have De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle, and Wemby. They have 5 ball handlers. And then you add Champagnie in there, they have 6 ball handlers. And again, he's not a great ball handler, but he's somebody that can actually beat you off the dribble on one dribble if you need to. What I love about the way they play, man, is they have so many options. And then if you add, even Luke Cornett, I thought had some good moments in this game. If you add in Victor Wembanyama and what he does, this is like a home court playoff team and how good they are. They are so committed. And again, my preseason coach of the year pick was Mitch Johnson. I think he's done a fabulous job with this team, even without Victor Wembanyama, and just rebuilding that offense and what they've done around using all of the shooting talent that they had. I think De'Aaron Fox has been good this year too, Ox. I mean, it's just so many different things they do so well. And what I will say, man, is like that last 5 minutes of the game, I think, did Victor have? I think did he have 13 points in the fourth quarter? What was it?
13 or 14, one or two. Let me see.
That dude, and that baseline out of bounds play that they ran when J-Dub was guarding him, I'm just kind of like, bro, like at some point you got to really you literally have to like wall him off from getting into the paint. 15? Yeah, 15? Yeah. And then he had 11 in the last 5 minutes of the game? Is that what it was?
Yeah, some to that extent.
Bro, he's crazy, dude. Like, in that over the top shot making thing matters, man. Like the fact that he was able to get Caruso on his backside and then was able to shoot over the top of him was crazy. I think, and we'll talk about this too, because I know I would love to hear what Ox has to say about this in particular. So many people are mad about the way he talks in interviews. I love it. Like, I love that.
What are they mad at? Like, what's the way?
Well, because Nuggets fans were mad because he said Jokic is the best offensive player. Yeah, he's the best offensive player, not the best player. OKC fans were mad because Dirk Nowitzki felt like he was undermining Chet Holmgren. He said he could have gave him a little more love, and I'm just like, why? I don't have to pretend respect you. I respect you, but you ain't better than me. You know what I mean? And I think Victor is he is the perfect kind of mentality for me, because it's not that he is like arrogant. He just believes in his heart of hearts that I'm the best thing walking on the earth. But period. Like, there's nothing you can do about me. I believe when I play on every single team versus every game, whether I'm playing in France, whether I'm playing with the Spurs, whether I'm playing versus OKC, whether I'm playing versus the Malibu's most wanted, I'm going to be the best player on the floor. And I love the way that he thinks. I love the way he approaches it. And Chill, one of the great parts about it is he backs it up. Because even if he's not making his shots, it is in between stuff, real talk. When he's on the free throw line and Chet's missing free throws, he's going at you. When he's at the post and he scores over you, Alex Caruso, he's going after you. When you get to the rim and he blocks your shot or he deters your shot, he's going after you. He doesn't take breaks from trying to be great on every single possession. And the fact that you get a number 1 overall pick, a generational all-time great talent with that kind of mentality that literally said, I'm never, ever going to stop, that's, for me, it's what makes Wemby like the future of the NBA. He's everything that I think we loved about the 2000s and how he approaches the game, but also he's everything we love about the 2020s and that he's so skilled, and there's so many different things he does to the game. You can literally never actually take him out of the game, because he's always going to be contributing defensively and contributing offensively just with his sheer gravity on the offensive side of the ball alone. He's not the perfect player yet. He has a lot of things in this game he's still working out. But the fact that we're in year 3 and this is what we're getting from Victor Wembanyama.
And we haven't seen much of him either, Swiper. Like, since you on the subject of year 3, we haven't seen much of him. But Ron, am I ridiculous if I see Wemby on the bench and I'm like, why is he on the bench? I think he should be playing every minute of every game. I don't think he should.
Yeah, if he's healthy, but I mean,
he just looks weird on the bench. Maybe it's just
give Mitch some credit though.
I know that sounds crazy, Ox, but it just looks weird.
You got to play 48 minutes.
He should be in the game. The only time he should come out the game, real talk. The only time he should come out when I'm watching him in that Oklahoma City game, which, by the way, that was one of the best defensive games that I've seen from two teams in a long time. That was a great game defensively from both of those teams. But when I'm watching Wemby, it just looks weird when he's on the bench, because it's incredible how the tide turns when he's on the floor as opposed to when he's not on the floor. How much different?
Was he a plus 21 in 7 minutes in the first half or something like that?
I want to say 22. Yes,
it was something like that. Yeah,
plus 22. It's incredible how different the game is when he's off the floor as opposed to when he's on the floor. How different they rebound. How much I'm watching not just Fox but Castle, and not just Castle but Devin Vassell. How their defense now gets pushed up. Now their perimeter defense is getting pushed up the line even more. They're looking to cause even more turnovers. The ball pressure went up yesterday. Not only did the ball pressure go up, the gang rebounding happened even more. It was almost like, I've said this to you in the past, real talk. It's when I heard Bobby Bird say, man walked taller when he walked with James Brown. It was like when Wemby walked out there, it was like, we got him. Okay, now let's really get to it. We really can get to it now. I thought that Oklahoma City, they really struggled with Wemby. I'm not just talking about San Antonio. I'm talking about Wemby in particular with his interior defense. Just him being there threw a monkey wrench in everything that they were trying to do. Getting downhill, getting to the mid post. I know that Hartenstein loves that mid post floater. He doesn't love it on the right wing. I mean, he doesn't love it on the right baseline. He doesn't love it on the left baseline. But he loves it in the middle of in the mid post. Wemby did a good job of getting to him to see if he could get him away from that. I thought that Oklahoma City did a good job on Barnes, pushing him away from the basket, making him shoot tough shots. But the flip side to that, San Antonio did the same thing with Lou Dort. They made him shoot the long ball with the hand in his face. They chased him off the long ball line, and they did a great job in recovering. But I know I'm in the minority because, being older and used to seeing guys playing. When I see Wemby on the bench,
But it was his first game back, though. He was on a minutes restriction.
And I appreciate that part, right? But here's the difference with that, Swiper. When he's on the floor and I'm seeing the effect that he has.
No, but he can't. He physically can't. I'm saying they physically cannot put him out there longer than 20 minutes for his long-term health.
And I do understand that part. Right. And I do understand that. But the effect that he had when he got in the game, my mind is like, he shouldn't be off the floor. The only time he should come off the floor is when he's tired. And I know physically he's not able to do that. No, I do understand that part. But the way he affected the game, soon as he came in the game, it wasn't like over the course of the game. Soon as he came in the game, Alex Caruso was working his ass off against Wemby, and Wemby is hitting tough shots against him. He can't get to that mid-post shot. And
a big can score on Alex.
And Alex Caruso was working his ass.
Lord, can we please get this rematch again so we can run game 1 through 6 over again, please? My gosh.
Wow, that's crazy. So Alex Caruso wasn't locking Wemby.
Wow.
He made a couple good plays on Wemby, though. That one where Wemby tried to get downhill and he slapped the ball from him, and then he ended up bobbling it, and it came out.
Get in the way of our narrative.
Sit back and get down.
When your narrative is trying to score Alex Caruso's defense,
hey, but Mars,
he actually played some good defense.
if the kid can only play 20 minutes a game,
trade him.
Might want to pick up that phone, man.
Hell no. And that 20 minutes is more valuable than 48 from a lot of people.
I
was definitely see him coming up.
I'm just joking, clearly.
Because I watched the broadcast on mute, so I didn't know, especially pregame. I didn't know he was coming off the bench. I just saw Luke Cornett do the jump ball. I thought Wemby just got ruled out or something last minute. I had to go Google, is Wemby playing? And then it was like, oh, Wemby set to make his first, play his first ever game off the bench. I was like, oh, okay. And then he
didn't play the whole first quarter though. So then I was like,
whoa, I was like, that's a
mid game or something. I don't know.
No, that's dope. Coach got a coach. You know what I'm saying? I got you 21 minutes. I gotta make sure I use those the right way, man.
Let's go to 20 minutes down the stretch of the game.
But look, I also think the reason why he did that as well is because Shea plays basically that whole first quarter for OKC. So then you have Wemby checking in the game, and something about San Antonio's rotation pattern that I've noticed early on this season as well. Wemby and Fox usually check out the game first out of the starting five, and they check out together. They have a very real rotation like that. But second quarter starts, Wemby's now on the court, SGA's off, and Fox is on the court as well. And they cut into that lead immediately. But one thing I want to bring up besides Wemby, because I know everybody, Wemby obviously was very impactful. We all saw the game. We all understand that. San Antonio has been playing very good basketball lately with and without Victor Wembanyama.
I wanted to
yes. And so I think that needs to be highlighted. I think the play of Stephon Castle, like Mars alluded to earlier, needs to be highlighted. The play of De'Aaron Fox needs to be highlighted. Hey, imagine Ron Chill Ox. We were up here saying that Fox is a positive defender, and we got told that we were crazy. We don't know what we
No, that's not what it was.
No, stop.
That's exactly what it was.
That's not the narrative.
I didn't interrupt you.
No.
Ahead, man.
You said he was an elite defender. We disagreed with you. No, real talk. I'm with you. He is a good defender.
An elite
I'm
defender.
on your side. No, he's not an elite defender.
He is elite.
That was the cover. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Okay, so that's what we saying, Swiper. We don't want to argue. Okay, we have.
No, he didn't even say that. Real Talk said he's good. I agree with Real Talk.
This was meant to be give De'Aaron his.
Swiper. You have an opinion, and we have an opinion. That's all.
No, there's no we. It's me and Real Talk, and then there's you.
Me and Real Talk have the right opinion, and you have the wrong one, like usual.
That is correct. Now, De'Aaron Fox
As you
has
were
been
saying,
great.
Yo, Swiper, let's
Thank
leave
you.
last week. I don't want to start this shit with you this week.
As you were saying,
Swipe
real
getting
talk,
his fist
you
ready?
were making a point, brother.
Yeah, I
Nigga ass
don't know
nigga
what
better
he
not
warming up
put his hands
for.
on me.
I got Vaseline right here. Don't you even worry.
Man,
That's
this nigga out here curling 225, but you better keep your hands off of me.
Go ahead, real talk. Go ahead.
As you were saying, real talk.
Devin Vassell also has been playing very well. Harrison Barnes has been they call him Mr. 100 because he's been shooting almost 50% from the field, 50% from three. So I just want to highlight how good this San Antonio team truly is. Dylan Harper also has been phenomenal as a rookie. And one thing that was impressive to me about their win against OKC this past Saturday was the fact that they basically beat OKC at OKC's game, right? OKC usually can rely on, hey, if nothing else, we can just have the best defense out here and we'll hold you to, 100 or maybe even sub 100, and we can win a bad offensive game. But the fact that San Antonio, basically with Wemby on the court, was arguably a better defense. And that's what's kind of crazy.
They had like an 83 defensive
I
rating. There's
know.
no arguably about it. They were.
That's what's crazy about Victor Wembanyama, and Mars alluded to it earlier. And I don't know, for me, sometimes it seems like a cop-out argument when you start because it's basically saying like Victor simply just existing on the court is just tremendous value, similar to Steph Curry just existing even beyond him being 0 for 9 or whatever. Like, him running around is just intrinsically valuable. And you want to push back and be like, that can't be a reason why they just maintain this level of status in the league. But unfortunately, it is. Like, Wemby legit does not have to be good offensively, and he can still just be the best player on the court, bro. It's actually it's insane to watch.
I really dug the pace that San Antonio played with, Ox. I dug how Fox did not let, especially when Wemby got on the floor. I'm going to keep bringing that point up because when Wemby got on the floor, he changed the trajectory of the game. There was a lot of doubt in that San Antonio team. They were playing fast. They were playing unsure. The ball wasn't really moving as much. There were some turnovers early. When Wemby got on the floor, there was a lot. They were calmer. Not only were they calmer, the pace picked up, but in a good way. Fox started taking care of the ball a little bit more. There was a confidence in Castle that wasn't there previous to that. I think that he was confident, but when Wemby came out, I feel like that energy in him changed. I just think that the San Antonio team defensively, they just were so much better than what they were those first 12 minutes. They were so much better.
The guards on San Antonio, they're fast, they're strong. You know what I'm saying? They're big. They got that's it right there. We'll talk because people look at that and think that they're small. These dudes are 6'6". De'Aaron Fox is 6'4", long. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are not little at all. So when you go small, it's not really going that small, and they're still fast and explosive and dangerous on both ends of the basketball court.
We need that Stephon Castle, bro. His side to side movement too when he was guarding SGA, bro. Like. That's special stuff, bro. To be able to keep your hands out the cookie jar, you know what I mean? When you slide as a guard, bro, like that's crazy, bro.
Isn't that what I was? Thank you, because when I see Jonathan Kuminga guarding these dudes, he all just trying to take just reaching all that is discipline. Discipline defense is what it is. When you can play discipline defense at this level of basketball, being able to move your feet and stay in front of guys is incredible. You know what I mean? That's incredible to be able to do that at this level of basketball and keeping your hands to yourself. First of all, let me just say shout out OKC because that team is still a great basketball team. Let's not pretend like this is just they lost to the Spurs so they can't do it. Like they weren't gonna go 81-1. You know
that wasn't happening, Ox.
Right,
no, that wasn't happening.
I had some discussions about it. But,
no, that wasn't happening.
So it's like shout out to them dudes because they're still a great basketball team, very dangerous and can still beat anybody, right? Before we go any further, real quick, I'm sorry to go back. Shout out to my man Phillip Rivers, man. Shout out to my man Phillip Rivers. Hey, watch yourself, chill. Watch yourself. They coming for y'all on Monday. But anyways, there's a song, Tupac Shakur. I don't know if you guys know who Tupac Shakur is, right? He has a song on the album All Eyes on Me. It's called Picture Me Rolling. And in that song, he says, I got no love for you niggas. There's no need to be friends.
To pretend.
There's no need to be friends. And I think Victor Wembanyama is the epitome of that. And we've talked about this before multiple times about how he feels about Chet Holmgren and how he feels about everybody on the basketball court. And I love that about Victor Wembanyama. I don't care about how I've talked about him shooting threes and not punishing guys at the paint all the time. But there's one thing about Victor Wembanyama: he hates his opponents. And that's a beautiful thing to me. That's a beautiful thing to me when you're playing a professional sport. There's no need to be friends. I don't need to like you. I don't gotta pretend like I think you're as good as me. I don't gotta pretend like I think that you could play with me. I hate you, and I want everybody to know it. And I like that about Victor Wembanyama. He's an assassin, a straight killer. And every time he sees Chet Holmgren, I think he just gets he's infuriated. You know what I mean? And he plays like that. And I love that about Victor Wembanyama.
I can't believe y'all think this dude is nice to me.
I love that about Victor Wembanyama.
This dude ain't as good as me. What's wrong with y'all? This dude is not as good as me.
In the chat, I don't think he's taking shots at Jokic. I don't think he's taking shots at anybody. I think he just feels a certain way, and he's not going to pretend. And he's not going to pretend to y'all. And on top of that, Mars, you know this. I mean, we all know this. There's a certain type of arrogance that comes from Europe. You know what I mean? And I think he's just that type of arrogant guy. And I think he's, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. This is not a gentleman's sport. Basketball is this is not golf. You know what I'm saying? We are not supposed to be out here buddy hugging each other and showing each other love and
riding the banana boat and all that stuff together. Yeah, facts.
Right. We come on. That's it. Bron tried to have a kumbaya NBA. Nah. Anthony Edwards, Victor Wembanyama.
So you say we get back to real times now?
Yeah, this is not the kumbaya NBA.
Hey, y'all saying LeBron is the DJ Khaled of basketball?
Yeah,
just getting everybody on the
not
track.
Not going for that no more. And I like that. I really do. Shout out to Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs.
Remember, Ox, they said the same thing. Remember in the summer, all those years ago, when Giannis wouldn't work out with like KD and them, they were like, "Oh, Giannis, who do you work out in the summer?" He was like,
"Why would I work out with these dudes?
Yeah, I ain't working out with these dudes. Like we come competitors." And then, but to your point, I think that's something. There's truth to that, Ox, because Jokic don't work out with none of these dudes. He go back home to Serbia. It's him and his family. Giannis don't care about none of these dudes like that. He go back home. I'm not working out with none of y'all except for my brothers. Obviously, Wemby's like that. Luka, I mean, him and Jokic is like this, but like they also are like frenemies, to a degree too. Like, I mean, there is something about like when you coming overseas over here, it's just like, bro, we didn't play AAU together. We didn't go to college together. We ain't friends on IG. I ain't got to pretend like I like Chet. For what? I mean, I don't hate him. He's a cool person, but like I have no reason to pick up this dude.
No. How the narrative has swung in the past. Even when I was a kid, I just remember hearing that the overseas player was soft. They had a branding of being soft and finesse and all of that. And now here we are in big 2025 where the American is now soft and the European or foreign player is now the one with the edge.
I don't think that's what it is necessarily. Real talk. I'm not trying to say this because I don't think Anthony Edwards is with that either. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Anthony Edwards is with the buddy thing with the opposing teams as well. I don't think it's necessarily that. But also, I never subscribe to that soft European thing. I don't subscribe to a lot of basketball stereotypes when it comes to race and all that type of stuff. I don't do the slow white boy thing. I don't do the soft European thing. I know for a fact that that's just not true. So I never did subscribe to that. The Dirk being soft thing. All of that, like I don't subscribe to none of that, bro. Tony Kukoc wasn't soft. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't nothing soft about that. Exactly, there wasn't nothing soft about them dudes. So that's why I don't understand that. Vlade Divac might have did a little flopping, but he wasn't soft. Sabonis was not soft. You know what I'm saying?
He was not.
So I don't really subscribe to that.
We literally just had this conversation a couple of days ago. Sure, in front of the camera, there's the diplomat in Steph Curry. There's the diplomat in the guys in the game who are the faces of the game. But when that camera is off, I'm better than you. You know how many times I'd have bust your ass and I'll bust your ass again. I'm better than him. I see Wemby in front of the camera and I see how he speaks about these guys and being better than them. And I can see the seething in him when people are even compared to him. Like I could see him just look at any of these other guys. Like I'm better than all of these dudes.
But chill.
And I don't understand how y'all don't see it.
That's why
I'm better than all these dudes.
When Nuggets fans was mad about the Jokic thing, I'm like, bro, like, do you think Jokic should average like 37 versus Wemby? You think he give a damn about what he talking about? All he gonna say is you can't guard me anyway. For all that other stuff you talking about, like I just think that's how they all think. They might not all say the same stuff publicly, bro, but every single one of these dudes, if you get to the top of the league, Brunson, hey, what did Josh Hart say, Mars? Josh Hart said inch for inch, he might be the best there is. So, I mean, Brunson, he believed that about himself, too. Curry believes that about himself. Durant believes that about himself. You don't get to be great in this league unless you believe that every time I step on the floor, I'm the best of the best. It's that simple. And I love it. Though. Yeah, go ahead.
My only thing is, if Wemby came out and blatantly said, I'm the best player in the league, I'm better than all these dudes, and it kind of how you was just saying, chill, can't nobody mess with me, I'm the nicest out here. Okay, what's wrong with that though?
Yeah, he did say
because it's two things. It's two things.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with a player being confident in themselves? That's the first thing. Secondly, Victor Wembanyama has a bid in that race. As of right now, today, December 15th, no chill. As of right now, today, December 15th, if somebody came up to me and said Victor Wembanyama is the best player in the world, I'm not pushing back.
Well, I would said it on Friday.
You see what I'm saying?
A month ago.
Okay. What's wrong with that?
I don't think he's running on the player.
I mean, I disagree, but there's nothing wrong.
But I'm saying you just seen what Victor Wembanyama did to a historic team, 16-game winning streak, best defense of all time, NBA champions, looking like they're about to go back-to-back, MVP of the league. In 20 minutes, he came and shut that shit down. In 20 minutes.
But remember where we live, though, Ron. We live in a space.
What's wrong with
it? The reason why it's tricky because we live in a space now where the fan is so much more. The fan and the media are so much more relevant than they were in years past because they now have a voice because of social media. So I could say that I'm the best. I just can't say it too much. I can't be too loud about it because that's your job to decide whether or not I'm the best, because there's still plenty of people who like the humble star, who want the aw shucks guy, who the thank you very much guy. But the Wembys of the world are necessary. Big Daddy Kane said it best. Two people can't be in the same room at the same time saying they're the best. One of us got to be better. That's just the way that works. One of us has to be better. And Wemby is the one saying, I'm better than all of y'all. I ain't better than you. I ain't better than you. I'm better than all of y'all, and I'm down to get on the floor and prove it.
Everybody, and by the way, this was a playoff game. I don't care what nobody says. The whole point of the in-season tournament is playoff-like atmosphere, middle of the season. The same thing they do overseas in the Champions League, in the Serie A, like all that. This is what soccer is. You play an in-season tournament, you get points in the regular season, and you go out and you battle for an in-season tournament trophy. And what we're going to get Victor Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox versus Jalen Brunson, who's been cooking, mind you, versus OG Anunoby, who's been cooking, mind you, versus Josh Hart, who's averaging 16 and 10 and 5 as a starter this year, shooting 45% from three. And then you're going to get Karl Anthony Towns averaging 22 and 12. It's going to be a war. I mean, that's the whole point. The NBA, now what they've done, real talk, I will say it's the thing that is the downside. The NBA holding these games in Vegas, the crowd is extremely neutral, so it's not like the best atmosphere ever. But the whole point of this is to get a hyper competitive regular season / postseason environment. One game, you win all. You get an 83rd game, and all the money's on the line for $500,000 per player and a trophy. And the best kind of teams to win this are teams that haven't won anything, teams that are on the way up, or teams that are trying to prove themselves. And what are the Knicks? They're trying to prove themselves. What are the Spurs? They're on the way up. They haven't won anything, and they're trying to prove themselves. This is the greatest type of regular season environment you can get. And they went, and last year, remember, Mars, the Thunder were on a 15-game win streak that Giannis snapped and broke that didn't count because it was a championship. This year, they carried a 6.
They were on a 15-game.
Well, no, because they lost and then continued the winning streak. So, like, they got the 15. They didn't count the loss because it was the 83rd game. They didn't count towards the overall record. So I'm saying that they actually had a 16-game record this time. And they had an opportunity to extend it to the championship. And then you get a great opportunity to watch Victor Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox and Devon Castle and somebody I've been telling y'all I think is going to be an all-star one day, even though the field is super crowded, in Devin Vassell. You get a chance to watch them go take on an Eastern Conference foe. This is like for me, a very, very good game. I think both teams deserve a lot of credit. I thought they played extremely hard, but I just think the Spurs, when it got to the late game situation and it mattered the most, they just took care of their business and they got it done.
Frank,
it was just
I can see why.
What are you talking about? I know what quotations are about. And I'm sorry, real talk. Let me deal with this dude football in the chat. Football, don't sit there and talk to us like the regular season doesn't matter. Let me tell you why. Because if the Golden State Warriors, when they won those 73 games, we talking about them way different than we do that 17 team that only won 67 games and won the NBA championship. That Chicago Bulls team, the reason why they consider what they are is because they won 72 games and won the NBA championship. Don't sit there and talk to me about the regular season doesn't matter. If teams win only 62 games or 65 games to win the championship, it ain't the same as if a team won 75 games and won the NBA championship. Don't talk to me like the regular season doesn't matter. It's just the playoffs. Like we talk about every team the same, because no the hell we don't. And yesterday's and Saturday's action 100% was playoff atmosphere, to Swiper's point. That looked like that could have very well been a playoff series because of the way that those guys were playing. What the hell are you talking about? The regular season doesn't matter. So let's see about the playoffs. Let's see him win a playoff game. He's 100% going to get his opportunity when the playoffs start.
And by the way, OKC fans are nasty talking about like, checking, he can flex a wing. Oh, I'm sorry, real talk. Yeah, I didn't realize that being a third option on championship teams mean you can say whatever you want to me. He thinks he's better. Matter of fact, he didn't say it right there.
Hold on, Swiper.
But I'm just saying real quick. He said it to Chet because there's the whole 7-foot demigod thing. Who's better?
Yeah,
he feels the same thing about SGA. The same way.
Yeah, but Chet feels. This is why I love it. This is why I love it about this, because Chet feel the same way about Wemby. Regardless of how y'all feel about it, Chet feel the same way about Wemby, and he wanted win Wemby too. It's not like he backs down.
I can't tell.
I mean, but
Wemby's just a better player. But we not gonna act like I didn't see Wemby score like 8 points against his team last year. Like
right, if you watch every time these two see each other on the hardwood, every time you see it, Chet bring it to Wemby too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? This thing is not just one-sided. You know what I'm saying? I asked y'all at the beginning of the season, and I knew what the answer was already. You know what I'm saying? I do that a lot of times. I just ask questions because I want to know. I like to have the conversation. Why can't Chet be talked about like that? You know what I'm saying? A lot of the things Wemby do, Chet can do too. You know, and just because he's a third scoring option on the team, Swiper, don't mean he need to sit down and keep his mouth closed.
I don't think he got to sit down, but flexing a ring for me, like obviously if you transform.
He was big in getting that wing.
Yeah, he was. But
I'm saying, he was very big in getting that ring.
Then like, you know what I mean? Like
but you can't do that.
I know, but I'm saying that's where the transferable thing is. What I'm saying, like. I think saying Wemby can't say anything to Chet because the champion.
Thompson flex rings for
okay. See, I get you on that part, Swipe. I get you on that part. I get you on that part. Like, you don't got a ring, I got one.
Flex rings for a minute.
But that's the immortal Klay Thompson, and he should flex his rings. You know what I mean? My thing though, Swipe. So I understand where you're coming from because I don't feel like it's I got a ring, you don't, Wemby, so you can't talk to me. Like that's ridiculous. But I mean, he got his first, and it was very well documented during the summer that Wemby felt some type of way about Chet getting one before him.
Mm-hmm. It's been interesting. We've been talking about this game, and again, salute to Wemby. Also, I want to piggyback on something Jill said earlier about this being a playoff field environment, which it definitely was. I actually enjoy the fact that the crowd isn't that much swaying the game as far as like super pro one team cheering for this one team. Because to me now, basketball, I don't know about y'all when y'all play, but there is something like home court advantage is a real thing. Like your fans being there, especially in the playoff environment, you can see sometimes it may shake up the opposing team or at least one of the players. You can see like, you don't really like them people behind the basket yelling at them for the free throws and all that kind of stuff. Like I enjoy that it's kind of neutral. And so it's just these two basketball teams, both fully confident playing against each other. And that's what we saw.
And healthy too.
That's also why I enjoy like the bubble. The bubble was also like a lot of that environment. It was nothing but pure hoops. Players, no outside noise, really no
shout out TJ Warren,
play against each other. But nobody has brought up yet, and I don't know if we're going to pivot to that, Ron. The MVP. I'm going to bring it up for Swiper. So when Swiper talks about it, he doesn't seem like he's, being biased or anything.
Hey, real talk. Just hold that thought.
Okay.
Just hold that
You got to
thought.
pay some bills, real talk.
Yeah, before we get to the MVP and who should be the MVP, you guys know the guys who you need to be putting your hard-earned money on. The MVP candidates. You know, Mars, like the guys that are in the conversation. We all know these guys. We know the Cade Cunninghams of this world. We know the Luka Doncic's of this world. We know the Steph Currys of this world. We know those guys that when you see their player projections on Splash Sports, you are taking them more every single time. Big Ox is going to show us who he took the more on because you know he's not a moron and wouldn't take a Lester. So he's going to show us here in a second. But for you, the viewers, the people who haven't downloaded Splash Sports, here's how you can get in a game and get whole, cold, hard Splash cash in your bank account. You can scan this QR code that's on the screen right now, or you can simply just click the link in the bio. Doesn't that word sound beautiful to you? Click the link in the bio. And then after you do that, you will get to Splash Sports. And then once you get on the dashboard, it will show you all the players in the sports that you like the most. You pick your favorite players, or you pick the players that have the most favorable projections. And then you pick more or less. It's so simple and so easy. We're going to show you guys exactly what we did today. Never mind, Kate Cunningham's not on that list.
So I woke up this morning at exactly 4:07 a.m. just to do my due diligence, make sure I got the best research I could to make the best quick pick contest picks I could make. Okay, been up for 4 hours studying like a mad scientist, and these are the 5 picks I came with. First,
were you on the phone with Penn? Did he help you?
I was in the war room. I was on the phone with multiple people, multiple sources I was talking to. I had 17 screens all up at once watching film. I was going all the way in mad scientist behavior this morning.
Good work, big guy.
Thank you. I'm not a moron. Took Cade Cunningham less than 27.5 against the Boston Celtics. The immortal Klay Thompson, they're playing against the Utah Jazz. 2.5 3-pointers. He could do that walking backwards and sleeping. Took the more on that. Also took Nikola Jokic more than 11.5 rebounds against the Houston Rockets. And then I said, you know what? Twinsies today. Let's go Asor Thompson more than 8.5 assists plus rebounds, and Amin Thompson more than 0.5 blocks against the Denver Nuggets. This is what you call easy money.
Facile dinero. That's what you call that. But if you haven't downloaded Splash Sports, go ahead and do that thing. And you guys can see on the banner at the bottom, right below Swiper, quick picks. When you put up $50, Splash Sports will do you a favor and they'll match $50 for you, but only when you use code PLAYER. So go recoup that $50, double down, turn 100 into 200, and then keep going from there. Real talk, you mentioned something about an MVP candidate.
Absolutely. So, we gave our shouts and praise to the Spurs, and they absolutely deserved it. Like we said, they've been playing great basketball, not just Saturday night, but they've been playing great basketball about a couple weeks now, and without Wemby. However, SFGA Swipe didn't have the greatest of games, and I know that you Jokic people, and I'm even going to agree with you on this as far as this particular platform. This particular platform, if Jokic had played as bad as SGA, we wouldn't have spent the first 15 minutes talking about the Spurs. We would have been trolling Swiper about Jokic. I know that for a fact. I just know it.
Because you would have been the engine behind that.
No. So, I want to be fair, and I want to give some critique and criticism to SGA. I don't like how he played yesterday. I think his shot selection late in that game was questionable, to say the least. I think you saw his some of his passing limitations again, and it's really funny when you shrink the court. Now, obviously, Wemby's back there. It's not like every team has a Wemby, so let's not get too carried away. But you shrink the court. You know what I'm saying? You have some good point of attack defenders who have some size to them, not anybody individually to pick on. and he struggles making over the top shots against the San Antonio Spurs. So I don't know what exactly y'all saw from SGA last night, but it wasn't his greatest outing.
I don't think he was that bad. I thought he was actually good in the meat and potatoes of the game. I just thought that they did a good job in slowing down everybody else. I thought that they made the rim really small for Lou Dort, for Alex, even though Alex Caruso knocked down some huge shots in the meat and potatoes of the game. Like the shots that he was making, I mean, they was tough shots, right? Guys like Chet. I just thought that they made it difficult on everybody late in that game. And I mean, SGA, this isn't news who he is, though, real talk. Like when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, we know who they're going to. We know where they're going for their buckets. And they did do a good job in staying in front of him, veering him to his strong hand, and then pushing him away from the basket. And he was able to kick the ball out to Alex Caruso and make some shots. So I don't think he was that bad. I mean, we're talking about him having a bad game, and his efficiency was really good. I think he went for 29, and we're talking about he wasn't that great. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think that there's times when you have to critique guys, but in this particular situation, I don't think SGA was that bad at all.
Mars? Yeah, you are, Ron. You've been
Ron, you're on mute.
Stay on mute, Ron. Stay on mute, Ron. Stay on mute.
Mid. That's right. I think he was mid. I think he had a cool game. I don't think he was bad. I don't think he was great. He was just It was a game. The turnovers, I think, especially early on, were not good. Some of those threes that he took in the fourth, not ideal. Got a lot of his stuff off in the first quarter, getting like some comfortable mid-range looks against drop coverage, made those. That was cool. I think it was just a game. I'm not looking at this game like, Shea's the reason they lost. But I also know a better Shea game closes this one out and gets them the win. So I expect Shea to be better than he was against the Spurs in a general sense. But I don't think he was bad. But he was just That's what I'm
Is it because that's where we are now with him in terms of the bar for him? Is that where we are? Like we expect him to just be not flawless. Flawless isn't the word I'm looking for, but sharp on the regular. And he wasn't as sharp as he normally is. And I think that's largely due to San Antonio's defense. And with Wemby on the floor, I mean, don't get me wrong. I thought that their defense was good, but with Wemby on the floor, is that where we are with SGA, where a game where he isn't as sharp and he still goes for what he goes for?
No, I think
that's what we
I just think he's not. I think the real talk is saying is that he's just not held to the same standard as in this Yoke in this instance. Because if Yoke, there's no mid game. If he loses, if he lost, well, I don't think he is. He will not be. To real talk point, I don't think he played bad either. I just think the passing issues and he missed some of the threes and he missed a step back three on the left side. Was the left side Mars over?
Held to that standard, Swiper. That's what I meant. He should be held to that standard. That's the standard that he should be held.
I don't think he should though. I already told you this in the summer. I don't think players should be blamed for missing shots. You know what I mean? Especially that they make consistently. But I just think that I think they could have played better. They could have won the game, but also just momentum too. Chill. Remember when they got it closer, because there was a point where they were up. I think the Spurs got up to 6 or 5 or something like that, and they got back into the game. And SGA got the dunk off the kind of the gimme dunk that he had, and then it was like a free throw battle back and forth. So I think it was just the Spurs made free throws to close the game out. And that really was the difference in who won and who lost down the stretch of the fourth quarter.
Have y'all noticed that SGA has this pattern, late games, he's going to that step back three, and I feel every time I see SGA shoot that shot, I feel like he's bailing out the defender every single, even when he makes it. I don't
think he had many better options than that game. I remember there was a play where they trapped him. He found Lou Dort in the corner or on the wing. Lou Dort bricked it. They got the offensive rebounds. Shea got the ball back. They trapped him again. Lou Dort was wide open again. Shea said, "I'll be damned if I'm giving him the ball again." And he shot a three. They weren't exactly making it accessible to get other shots. It's either Shea shoots a three or someone else is shooting. And I'm just gonna ask you, which one would you prefer? That's a genuine question, not dig. Which one would you prefer? Would you rather Shea get off the ball and finds his teammates, or live with the results of Shea shooting?
And before you answer that, And before you answer that, real talk,
Mhm.
that 6-lane highway became a 1-lane highway with Wemby in the paint. But go ahead.
I guess. I mean, he can still create and get a shot off at the mid range. I don't know why it has to be a three. I'm not saying that one particular play. I'm saying other scenarios. But I mean,
Well, they did the opposite of your
fine.
Rockets. Real talk. Remember your Rockets? They just played Shea straight up 1-on-1 down the stretch of that game. That he got to that 10-foot area on the left wing, and then
Well, yeah, we were also allowing the switch, and so he would find Jabari Smith and then be like,
Right.
"Yeah, I'm finna cook him." But I pass the ball to the open teammate would be my answer to that question. In all honesty, it's always going to be the right play for most of the time.
Okay.
All right, fellas.
I was just curious.
We're going to go ahead and transition into these crunch time chats. I appreciate everybody that's in here that has liked the video, that has subscribed to Player's Choice, and ultimately everybody that is sent through these beautiful super chats that we're going to put on the screen. The first one is from No Cap Prince. And we got to talk about this because this was a stellar performance last night. But No Cap Prince said, get 30 some help. This shit is ridiculous. His help is making $60 million a year to fucking shoot a layup in foul bait all game. Maybe we should just play our best athlete. I don't know. That's making $20 million a year. Steve Kerr has CTE.
Why would you play Kuminga?
I told y'all about paying that man $60 million a year. He over there making coffee in South Beach crying because they ain't want to pay him. And y'all up here capping for him like he went to the finals 2 times in the past decade. Give him some money. All right. And now look. Told y'all that. Y'all don't want to. Y'all talking about? He deserves it. He earned it. They're basically slaves.
They didn't pay him to be good.
That's not why they lost yesterday because they don't have any wings that can shoot the ball or do anything. Like Curry was fine. He was better than fine.
They actually do have a wing who can shoot the ball. He's on the bench though.
No, he can't shoot the ball.
Who's that wing? He's on the bench.
Who's that, Seth?
He cannot shoot the ball. No, he cannot shoot the ball.
Jonathan Kuminga? Shoot?
Nah, chill.
So he can't shoot at all?
Chill. You get
Let's go to the numbers. We're gonna tell you how.
Please, let's go to the numbers because it sounds to me like Jonathan Kuminga.
Let's.
He can't do anything.
No, he's not
getting.
Okay.
He's a Nimrod. Chill. He's a Nimrod. He can't play.
Let's see.
Okay.
Jonathan Kuminga this season.
I told y'all about paying him too.
On all of his jump shots, he is shooting 31% from the field. He is shooting 31% from mid-range and 32% from 3. On catch and shoot threes, he is shooting 32.6%. If we want to look in the mid-range, like I said, Jonathan Kuminga, 31%. Jonathan Kuminga on floaters, 37%. Jonathan Kuminga at the rim, 55%. Jonathan Kuminga on layups, 47%. What can he shoot? The only thing he can make is a dunk.
It looks to me this season. We got DMPs, we got inactive. I mean, there doesn't seem to be any sort of rhythm, but I guess so.
Rhythm. He got benched for.
No, he got cut from the rotation.
He got benched for playing bad and because of the attitude.
Yeah, we're not gonna blame rhythm when he was in the rotation.
Kuminga has done that to himself. He didn't. No one did that to him.
He played himself out of the rotation. He's been trained.
They need him to play. He needs to be a part of the rotation. He has a bad
attitude.
The season
he's
been complaining since the summer, and then he's not fitting. He doesn't fit next to Steph Curry. That's the biggest issue. He has no fit next to Steph Curry. He doesn't do anything.
So let him.
He doesn't shoot. I'm saying.
I agree with that. I've been trying to get him off the
team.
That sounds like a plan.
That
sounds like the plan, bro.
On the Warriors,
what are we still doing?
When he's been wanting to leave the Warriors.
That's Steve Dunleavy. That's Steve Dunleavy. They're making that issue. I agree with you. That's
Steve and Dunleavy.
I think we was just saying
Mike Kerr.
My bad. That's Mike Dunleavy making that decision. Real talk. The issue is they could have gotten off of and traded him, but they wanted him to be there. But literally, real talk, he doesn't do anything. I've watched so many Warriors games.
This is crazy. Like this dude can't
chill.
play. That's what y'all making it sound like.
Now they can't even trade him now.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
Like who are they gonna trade him for?
Yeah.
They're gonna trade him for Swiper. That's the value.
When you have an idea of a player in your head, it takes several indicators past when it should have happened to get off of certain these ideas. Kuminga, you can't tell me one thing he's done this year to make life easier for Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry and Draymond Green. One thing. Not one.
He's good.
He can't play defense. He's bad off-ball defense. He blames other people when he has issues. He can't make shots. He can't finish around the rim. He can't dribble. He can't penetrate. So now when you double-team Steph Curry off the ball, they're doubling off Jonathan Kuminga. When they double-team Steph Curry on the ball, they're doubling off Jonathan Kuminga. And he can't finish the play. Because now if he tries to dribble by you, if he doesn't have an athletic advantage over the man in front of him, he can't finish over you. So as soon as you got a big man that's over 6'10", he can't finish over him. When he gets into the lane and he has a 6'6" player over him, he can't make the shot over him. Literally.
Wait, Swiper, when is the trade deadline?
He was doing that early.
It's in January. February.
It's February the 9th.
Okay, well, chill. I'm gonna tell you like this.
It starts right quick. It starts today, right?
Yes.
Teams can now officially make trades.
Yeah.
So chill. You will be able to ask Jonathan Kuminga yourself. Okay, because his trade value right now is me, real talk, in two second rounds. So he's gonna be on the panel with y'all. That's what his trade value is. It's good. Hey, real talk. You ready? We on the way to the bay.
You go set the screen for Steph. I'll sit in the corner.
Well, I can't play either.
Yeah,
I can't play either.
I can sit in the corner and be a non-factor. I can do
exactly. I can do that.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. I can't play either. I'm gonna be sitting on the bench.
Might be.
Hey, real talk. We just all we gotta do is help keep team morale up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be parking my ass on the bench too. But at least me and you ain't gonna be in the interviews. You know what I'm saying? Crying about it.
So. By the way, the only redeemable thing about this is
that's his trade value. It's me, you, and 2 second rounds.
He's making $22.5 million this year, but it's a team option next year. So he's basically an aspiring contract. So if you wanted to trade him for filler, you could. But that's all he's going to be. It's going to be for filler for a team that said, okay, we can give you an actual player you want, get this off of our books, and then that way we can actually get rid of him and he can do what he wants to do. Now, maybe he's better in a new situation, but you're asking the question, why is he getting DNP for the Warriors when they already don't have multiple players coming off their bench that can help Steph and help Jimmy and help Draymond?
I don't know. Yo, Swiper. They're gonna be calling they're gonna be calling Jeff Teague asking if B Hen's available.
Yeah, I'm with you, Chill. I think this is a big overreaction.
Yeah, sorry.
I think
playing good early.
Yeah,
and then he's gonna be and he got credit when he was playing well. I remember I was giving him credit. Oh, Jonathan Kuminga started the season well. Oh, look at him, Matt Turner.
Yeah, he was doing
he
well.
He missed a little bit of time with like a knee injury, and it came back and been trash.
He'll be good in his next destination.
Garbage.
He just needs to change the scenery. That's all it is.
I'm not on team.
Ron, I ain't never seen you be this optimistic about it.
Just get him out of Golden State. Like,
I don't think
it's not benefiting anyone. It doesn't benefit Kuminga. It's not benefiting Golden State. The Golden State fans are complaining that no one on their roster can play. And then there's some fans who are saying Jonathan Kuminga needs to play. And then when Jonathan Kuminga plays, he doesn't help the team. So just get him off the team. Like, there's no benefit to keeping him around. For anyone, everyone is suffering right now
because he's not playing.
But
and in the process of him not playing, years old. When he does play,
come on, man.
He's not good. So I mean,
you're not going to get him to his potential.
It's really not making sense.
So, well, no, this situation is over. Like this situation's done. He clearly needs to go somewhere else.
What I'm confused about.
It's been over.
My thing is though, I still think he could hoop.
But Ron, you're going into the future. We're talking about today. Why?
Yeah, well, right now, to talk about today. In December of 2025, this is what we're talking about. In December of 2025, no, he has not been good. He started out good. His minutes looked like they were consistent. He was getting like 25, 30 minutes a night. He was knocking down open shots. He was knocking down the long ball. He was good in transition. And then it slowed down. The idea, Swiper, that he didn't help this team do anything, that's just not true. Early on, he was helping. That's just not true, Swiper. He was good in transition. He was.
But you keep bringing up things that aren't this. So chill. Sometimes when you talk about basketball, you put yourself in like a box. Transition, making open shots. That's part of basketball. But with the Warriors,
his game though. But that's his game.
No, but with the Warriors, you cannot have a stationary player in that offense. That's the whole point of the Warriors. Is everybody has to move. Draymond moved. Quentin Post moved. Pods move, but you see Pods minutes have been reduced. Sure. D'Anthony Melton moves. Everybody moves. Everybody knows that. Okay.
Sounds like a fit thing, Swiper. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a fit thing. It doesn't sound like a basketball player thing. That's
the whole point. Yeah. You got to fit next to Steph. Yeah, you do need to fit next to Steph. I don't know.
That doesn't mean he sucks. It just doesn't fit.
Who said he sucks? Because no one said he sucks.
We're all saying he's not good for the Warriors.
That the Warriors are a particular system. You standing in the corner and just hitting shots, that doesn't work with us because you're not that kind of a shooter. Guess who didn't even do that? Clay didn't even do that. Guess who didn't even do that? Kevin Durant didn't even do that. What do you mean you're just going to stand in the corner? Draymond is our worst shooter. He doesn't even do that. Nobody just stands there for the Warriors. You got to be able to dribble the ball, you got to be able to cut, and you got to be able to set a screen. He can't set a screen. He's not good cut, and he can't shoot off the ball, and he can't dribble the ball.
Right.
And then on defense, it's not helping me that Steph Curry, I got 48 points versus the Portland Trailblazers. I got 48 points, and I'm like doing everything. Coming off screen. I just need one person, besides Jimmy Butler, to put any pressure on the defense at all. That literally, if you just watch the Warriors, I'm not a Warriors fan. People know this. I'm not a Warriors fan. I've been watching this team so often that Steph Curry is having a phenomenal season, Mark. If you could read his stats off real quick while I go through this. I can't remember his exact numbers because people don't realize Steph Curry
29,
he's having an all NBA season show. He's playing better than he did last year, Chill. He's going crazy. But he ain't got I'm telling you, him and Jimmy and Draymond and Post. That's it. That's their four right now. If Quentin Post didn't develop, remember Trace Jackson Davis used to be the guy. He sucks. Now he doesn't suck, but he sucks. He's not good right now. And then on top of that, DeAnthony Melton, we have to get to the end of the game, Chill. And it's like, okay, who can beat somebody off the dribble? Who can help Steph? It's DeAnthony Melton. It's like, what do we chill? I'm telling you, man, like they're such a backwards team. They should have been improved the roster with ball handling. You know how the Spurs chill? Got Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, and all these players. They ain't get none of that. They could have got Lauri Markkanen. Nah, we can't get Lauri Markkanen. We don't want to give up Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon Podziemski. We don't want to get Paul George because we don't want to get a Brandon Podziemski. Like, what are you talking about? So, yeah, chill. What pisses me off, Steph Curry's about to be 38 years old. 38. He's having one of his best seasons of his career.
I don't want to hear this shit. I don't want to hear none of this shit from you, dude.
Nah, Chill. You gotta hear because Chill.
I don't want to hear this shit from you, dude.
You wanted to cancel out Steph and because he was old and act like, hey, Steph is playing A-tier, S-tier basketball right now, Chill.
He's been awesome. 100%. He's been awesome.
That team is failing him.
And why is that team failing him? Okay, so I got a Jonathan Kuminga.
Exactly.
Don't forget that part, Mars. 100%.
We're sitting here talking about Jonathan Kuminga.
Jonathan Kuminga doesn't.
Let Jordan tell it. Jonathan Kuminga really 32, not 23.
You're still fourth highest paid player, and he's a DNP.
Fellas, I'm gonna move on to the next super chat. We'll circle back around to Steph Curry because we still have to talk about that 48-point masterclass. But before we get to that, my man Jordan Reed 901 came with a super chat and said the Nets beat the Bucks by 45 points as 9 net players were in double figures. Jesus Christ. Also, the Minnesota Timberwolves are interested in Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Ant and Giannis duo sounds wild.
Wouldn't be my favorite.
45 points?
Yeah, 45 points, brother.
82,
Michael had 12
129.
points yesterday because he didn't have to play the game for real. They got decimated.
I didn't watch that game.
I thought it was a typo
I had to
when I
cover
saw
it last night.
They
Jericho
was down
Sims
by
was a
40.
minus 28
I
off
was
the
like,
bench.
no,
by the
that
way.
ain't correct. That can't be correct. Yeah, they was down by 40 at one point. I'm good.
The Nets been
To
hooping in
the
December.
6 and 18 Nets, I think, is what their record is now.
But they've been hooping in December.
Probably.
Though. Their record is a lot better than that in December. Let me check. But they've been winning a lot recently.
Yeah.
7 and 18 now.
Y'all
This
want
month,
Giannis to go back to that team.
this month they are 4 and 2.
So
Hey, you see what they did? They had to put Jordy
wish-
Fernandez on flu watch.
didn't get hurt. We would be having a way different.
Oh, because he was hurt in the tank.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Well,
The
then they
Bucks
ended up
aren't
winning
good,
by 40
brother. I don't know what to
points.
tell you, brother. The season
They
leveled
were
out.
before Giannis got hurt.
You know what?
Stop the
They were
bullshit,
good at
Piper.
the early start of the year when everybody
And it was working.
Yeah, when everybody
They're
was working
still in the
out.
play and they still have a
Yeah,
chance of the
yeah,
title. I don't know what
yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about.
Chill,
They still
chill.
in the
This is
play.
literally the same thing that we're saying with Steph. Like, you're good.
The worst version.
Your team around you just is not
They're
able
worse
to
Warriors.
maximize your
Well,
talent.
Steph has a better team than Giannis does.
Yeah, he does.
And then that says even more about it. Like, chill.
You
It's,
know how much minutes
yes.
Jonathan Kuminga would play with the Bucks?
chill. Yes, they will be. They're good with Giannis. Yes, but that's the thing though. Like, to what
They were on their
avail?
way to be
The Bucks just beat,
They were on
Boston,
their
by
way
the
to be
way,
in the
just
top
now.
5 seed. When
No, they
when
weren't.
Giannis was playing. when Giannis was playing.
No, they weren't.
Swiper, they won 7 of their first 11 games.
Yeah,
They were
I
rolling.
get that. I get
Then
that.
Giannis got hurt.
I seen how Chicago started.
But yeah, there's. You know what the
No, I
NBA
knew
season
Chicago.
does?
No. We're not doing that with Chicago.
nasty.
The Chicago thing is not the
That's
same.
nasty.
Hell no. I didn't. No. I'm not getting tricked with the Chicago thing. Chicago
That's
thing
not
was
tricked.
completely different. Okay. Number
Chicago
one,
doesn't have Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Chicago does not have Giannis.
Chill would give us Supermax. We're not doing this. We don't do this.
Hey, by the way, hey, wait, Ron. I don't want to take over your job, but can I just advertise chill every Saturday at 12 p.m. for the most part, and then every Thursday at 4 p.m. By the way, right? You know, just for the most part. So I'm and by the way, Ox does a fantastic job. I had an opportunity to step in for him. Those were he does. Those were big shoes to fill. I did the best I could. I was fumbling and jumbling in the background a little bit because I was like, you know what? I'm not Ox. I ain't got that kind of aura. But I do want to say this. Chill, you said, good brother, that if you had to project going forward, you would rather pay Josh Giddey a supermax over Giannis Antetokounmpo because of injury concerns. Yes, you did, brother.
No,
no.
Swiper. See, this is the shit I'm talking about. Real talk. This is exactly the shit I'm talking
Play
about.
the clip.
About paraphrasing. What I said was, I could see the trepidation of other teams being a little apprehensive about paying Giannis moving forward. I can see other teams.
I asked you directly, who would you pay a max to then?
Of doing it. That's what I said.
No, I said, who would you pay I said, who would you pay $275 million to? You, before you got to Anthony Edwards, mind you, said Josh Giddey, I think he's going to be a star. Those were your words.
I do think
sounds like something Chill would say.
I do think Josh Giddey is going to be a star, no doubt about that. I stand on that. I do think Josh Giddey is going to be a star. However, what I said, once again, real talk, was I said I understand why teams would be apprehensive about paying Giannis the supermax moving forward because he missed the playoffs 2 years ago, the calf injury. He's been hurt. He's 31 years old. And then I also said, how many more years am I going to get of this kind of Giannis when we get to 34, 35? How many? I understand that. But I'm confident that I said I would pay Giannis. I'm confident that I said that.
No, you didn't. You said you'd be hesitant. But the biggest deal is
that doesn't mean that I wouldn't pay him. Just because I'm hesitant to do something doesn't mean I won't do it.
The Bucks are trash. I'm glad that everybody's woke up to it. We had to argue all offseason. Me and Ox were going heavy for the Spurs.
They weren't trash.
They are trash. They are trash.
They're not trash.
They are.
They were a solid team.
Yeah, they were the first 10 games of the year. They were nice. Yeah, they was cool. They was cool. And then what happened? And then real talk. And then 2:30 and then 2:30 a.m. hit. The lights came on. Ron, you know what that means? The lights came on in the club, and he was like, "All right, I thought I'll go home."
Thought I had me. I thought I had me would.
Yo,
no, real talk. But that's the thing. We go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
No, go. You got it because I'm about to change subjects.
Okay. Well, my biggest thing, all I was saying was, Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to perish trying to carry this squad. They are that bad. I told y'all the young fella Ryan Rollins, shout out to him. He's been having a really good season. But it's just not I didn't see him being able to do that for 82 games. And I just thought Giannis was gonna, break his back trying to carry this squad. And you see he broke down already. He couldn't do it. This team is just not good. And now and I also told y'all when he does inevitably go out because he's having to put this whole team on his shoulders, he's going to be on the sideline watching and realizing he's going to have an epiphany. Like, it's no way y'all expect me to continue carrying this squad. Get me out of here. And that's what's happening. I think that's all me and Swiper was trying to say is that he has to do too much to make this team a basketball team.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, my thing was, just to sum it up, I thought they had some good pieces around Giannis that it made sense as a team. I saw the vision. I saw what they were trying to do, right? Get a stretch five that can replace the slower-footed Brook Lopez and Miles Turner, get some spaces around them, point Giannis, right? I saw the vision for them being a cool team this year. However, I still do agree with you, Ox and Swipe, if this is your overall point. I do want Giannis to leave Milwaukee. So I'm on both sides. I don't think they sucked with Giannis, but I still want Giannis to get out of Milwaukee. Most definitely.
It was more so that they're on the way to sucking. They're going to suck. That's what I was saying. Like, yeah, they look okay, but trust me, they suck. She said she won't, but she will.
How do y'all feel about the Minnesota Timberwolves? That was also highlighted in the
everybody was just so worried about the Wolves. 17-9. Mark, did you know?
No. Swiper. Like the Wolves, like Giannis and Ant. That was also in the super chat. Giannis coming to Minnesota.
If it's not a point guard, I'm not interested in the trade for Minnesota. That's where I'm at.
That'd be cool. It'd be fun to watch, but it wouldn't,
Play Giannis?
I don't.
What's Ant gonna do?
If it's not a point guard, I'm not interested in it for Minnesota. So.
Am I on some bullshit real talk watching Minnesota yesterday and watching Julius Randle, who's, by the way, also having an all-pro type of season?
Great year.
I'm watching Julius Randle handle the basketball, and like it actually came to me. He reminds me of a better version of Anthony Mason. That's what I'm looking at when I see him. I'm like, yo, that's Mace, except better. Now, a lot of times y'all do hear me say that when I see a player that reminds me of somebody that, they're not really that guy. But when I watch Julius Randle, I'm like, that's who he reminds me a lot of. He reminds me a lot of Mace, just better.
I don't think people in the chat maybe remember Anthony Mason, but he was a good player, though. He for sure was a good player. Had a nice little run there. I can say something crazy, but I don't want to say that anymore. So, yeah, go ahead, Ron.
All right, y'all. The next super chat from Bob Solo was the coach managed Wemby's game time perfectly. Spurs has players and has good. The Spurs have players and have good coaching. I feel they are one player away, like iHeart or Alex Caruso was for OKC. Castle versus Brunson, Dylan Harper versus Bridges, Devin Vassell versus OG Anunoby. Go New York, go. Notice he didn't put Karl Anthony Towns.
Right there, but.
Notice he didn't say Karl Anthony Towns versus Wemby, but
we'll just say he ran out of characters. But
probably so.
Yeah, Knicks Spurs should be fun for sure.
The Knicks are the best team in the East. I'm very much so convinced of that until
you gonna talk about the Cavs?
Oh no! Please don't.
No, we'll get around to it. No, we will. I promise you, we will get around to it today.
Please.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. It is something to talk about. Donovan Mitchell has something he wanted to talk about.
Go get my box.
Hold on, chill. Oh yeah. Go get those. Let
me go get my box because it's obvious that
Ron, they're not healthy. This is going to be nasty. They're shooting the third most threes in the league, making the third least on the third worst percentage in the league. We know it's going to happen. The shooting variance is going to hit. They're going to win like 12 or 15. They're going to be right back at the top of the Eastern Conference. Let's give it some time.
Sure, they will. But I got another super chat from One Piece 469. One Piece said, ever since Big Ox joined the Luka FC, Luka became everything that Ox hated about him. He's just shot chucking and giving grenades. I'm gonna need Big Ox to go back to hating. Maybe Luka thrives off Big Ox hate.
7-25 yesterday too.
God,
I'm not gonna lie, it's like me and Ox just switch roles. I think that's what's happening. Me and Ox are slowly switching because I am so good on Luka Doncic right now. I am so good on Luka. All Luka wants to do is step back, step back, step back. Luka Doncic cannot beat people one-on-one off the dribble right now. He cannot. If it's not pick and roll and the inherent advantage in a pick and roll, he is shooting a step back three every single time. Can't get downhill. I think his passing has been iffy at best for his standards this year. And he's shooting more free throws than anybody in the league, more threes, and is barely a plus efficiency-wise this year. He stinks this year. And y'all can leave me alone with that. He's averaging 35 points. Bro, watch him play. All he's doing every time he breaks the three-point line is foul baiting to get to the free throw line. It's disgusting to watch. I don't like watching it. He can't guard me, Mars, Ox, Swipe, Chill, Ron, nobody on this panel. And y'all need to, Luka fans, wakey. Because if you think that he's playing on the level of SGA and Jokic and Giannis right now because PRA, you are out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Watch him play. Your man had a 40-something true shooting yesterday. He couldn't hit the side of. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Shooting variance, man.
I just
shooting variance.
want to say that
All-
I have
all
no
I know-
comment about that super chat.
Do you have any comment about that super chat, Ox? Do you want to discuss that?
No, sir.
All I know is Nico Harrison got fired. He said we ain't winning with that dude. That's all I gotta say.
They're not winning without him either. But 35.99, man. That's all I gotta say. 35.99.
All right, fellas. The next super chat before we get into this fast breakdown is from Jordan Reed yet again. Jordan Reed said, "Swiper, the Chiefs have been in the AFC Championship game for the last 7 times. Now they are out the playoffs. Who is going to be the AFC champion or be in the AFC Championship this year?"
Man, I'm glad my preseason prediction coming true. I said that the Broncos are going to win the AFC West this year. Defense, offensive line matters. AFC Championship this year.
That's just the division, but keep going.
Yeah, but they're 12-2. They lead the NBA, the NFL in the records. Denver at home
y'all had Peyton
versus
Manning, and y'all got smoked by Baltimore in round 1, but keep going.
Well, that was round 2, but that was 2012. Remember, that was the Raheem Moore.
Y'all
game.
ended
Don't
up having to
remind me of that
buy
show.
and
Don't remind me of that show. Raheem Moore, he made that
I
mistake.
apologize.
Yeah, that was horrific. Yeah,
My
real talk. You don't mind not who that. It was cover 2, third Nick game on the line. Raheem Moore backing up cover 2. Like, you know, it's just nonsense. Broncos could have built. The Bills would play. They might end up playing the Patriots in the first round. But I feel like I should probably stand a little bit chill. I'm probably going to say Broncos versus
Colts.
Nah, because they got
shout out Phillip
Rivers now. I mean, it might just be Patriots. Chill. Why can't it be Patriots?
I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots was running out of the tunnel in the bowl game. That would not surprise me at all. If they can avoid Buffalo, I could see the Patriots running out of the tunnel in the bowl game. Yes.
But the problem with the Patriots, they haven't been in any tight games this year, and when they have, they've against good teams, they've lost. So like I think some of this to me is like also they don't have any like warring. Like they're not scarred at all. Like the Broncos, all they do is play playoff games at this point. So I don't know, man. I don't know, brother. I don't know. Who's coming out the NFC though? Chill.
Well, all I know is that the bowl game is in San Francisco, and on Sunday, January the 3rd or January the 4th, we will be playing these dudes for the division. And then the road to the NFC.
No, we're not playing you guys for the division. We're not playing. Chill. You are a delusional Niners fan. You guys are 3rd in the division right now.
Okay.
You guys are not playing for the division. All right,
you might lose this Thursday though.
Wait, Ron. You know why we 3rd in the division right now?
You might lose this Sunday.
The reason why
play the
we're 3rd in
Rams.
the division is because, Ron, we're 3rd in the division because we're a game back. Okay, so we beat y'all. Not only did we beat y'all, we beat the Rams. So when y'all beat the Rams on Thursday, and when y'all beat the Rams on Thursday and we beat Indianapolis on Sunday, and then when we beat Chicago next week, it's going to be a 3-way tie for first place in the NFC West. And when we mop the floor with y'all on January the 4th for the division, the road to the bowl game, which by the way is in Levi Stadium, will go through my boys.
Would you rather have Brock Purdy or Sam Darnold in the playoffs, Ron?
Oh, this is easy.
Brock Purdy been to the Super Bowl.
Not easy. Brock Purdy is not better than Sam Darnold. Neither is Bo Nix.
Yes,
They're not.
Sam Darnold of the 3 is the worst versus good teams. You realize that, right?
I'm gonna just put it like this because we got to move on to the next segment.
You know Sam Darnold was on our crew, Ron. He played backup.
You guys are playing. Hey, you guys play the Colts. Chill. You're in for a rude awakening next week. If we were in for a rude awakening, you guys are in for a rude awakening. As a matter of fact, I got y'all going 0-3 for the rest of the season. Swiper, y'all gonna go 1-2 because y'all got 3 playoff games too. You guys have beat the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
You guys have beat the Chiefs,
but
the Jags is finna serve y'all this week.
Didn't you say the Packers were gonna win this last week?
And then last game of the season, say hello to San Diego.
You realize if the Broncos, real talk, he doesn't know what he's talking about, right? If the Broncos beat the Jaguars this week and then beat the Chiefs without Patrick Mahomes, they're not playing in the last game. It's over. They have the 1 seed. It's wrapped up. It's over. Like it's done. They're resting.
So you guys are gonna lose that game.
So they'll lose the last game of the year.
I said you guys are going to go 1-2 in your last 3 games.
I know, but they're going to beat okay. You said the Packers are going to beat them too. So if they beat the Jaguars, they got to play against Gardner Minshew
I got you guys losing to the Jaguars. That's the point I'm making.
All right, how much money we putting on it now? How much more do you want to
guys go win it too?
No.
You guys go win it too?
Jaguars game.
Oh, that game?
So, Ron, they last get they got Jacksonville on Sunday at home. They got to go to Kansas City on Christmas.
Yeah, ACL.
Right? Go to Kansas City on Christmas, and then they got the Chargers at home, the last game of the season. That's who they got.
1-2.
How you like them, Ron?
They're on a 12-game winning streak at home.
1-2.
They haven't lost the
That's
game
fair.
at home.
But I just want to just express something to y'all.
Go ahead.
I don't think y'all understand. I don't care win or lose or what you say he looked like. Do y'all understand the joy in my heart? I never thought I'd see Phillip Rivers again. We got to see Phillip Rivers play football yesterday.
And he balled too.
Best QB on the field. Y'all don't understand. That was amazing. That shit was beautiful.
I know you can
Just wait till next week, guys. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Phillip Rivers. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Phillip Rivers is the only quarterback, except for Brett Favre, of course. Phillip Rivers is the only quarterback that I ever liked as much as Brett Favre and Peyton Manning.
I did not know that, Ox. That's new.
Like Phillip Rivers and Joe Flacco, those are my dudes. Like, oh man, I could not believe Phillip Rivers was out there playing football yesterday.
You didn't have
shout out Eli Manning too
for Michael Vick or nobody.
Of course, Mike Vick. You know, I'm just saying, like my goats of football, especially at that quarterback position, is Brett Favre and Peyton Manning. Now, other than them two, I got other quarterbacks, of course, that I liked. You know what I'm saying? But Phillip Rivers was at the top of that list.
Ron, you so nasty talking about y'all in third place, like we in a game behind y'all. One game. We behind y'all.
You guys are in third place. Like
So
the
sick of
division
you,
is
Ron.
not going
Game
to
Hey, Smoke. Hey, Cam Newton need to sit his ass down and watch. That's what he need to do. Enjoy the. Hey, Cam Newton needs to enjoy the damn show. Shut your ass up, Cam.
Chill. And out of all the teams, you guys have legitimately 3 good games, 3 good teams you have to play.
Mm-hmm.
The Chicago Bears are at the top of the NFC, at the top of their division. The Indianapolis Colts, great team.
They almost beat the Seattle
Seahawks this week. And then you got to play the Seattle Seahawks, the best team in the NFC. How y'all gonna make it out of this? How y'all gonna make it out of this?
I just told you who we already beat.
Ron, who has the best record in the NFL right now?
Denver.
All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into this fast breakdown. We had some good games over the weekend. I want to go ahead and talk about as many of these games as possible. We did talk about the one in-season tournament game, that being the Spurs and the Thunder on Saturday. But I would like to talk about the Knicks and the Magic as well. As we know at this point, the number 1 seeded in the NBA Cup, that is, the number 1 seeded Orlando Magic played against the New York Knicks and lost to the Knicks by a score of 132-120. The Knicks are now 18-7, and the Magic are 15-11. In this game, obviously no Franz Wagner. Jalen Suggs got hurt as well in the game, and he did play 29 minutes, but he wasn't able to play the full duration of the fourth quarter or anything like that. I don't know exactly what his injury was, but I do know that he was balling that game. He was their best player on the floor. He had 26 points, 7 assists when he left the game, was 10-16 from the field. Paulo also had 25, 8 rebounds as well, but it just wasn't really enough. Jalen Brunson balled out, 40 points, 8 assists. Karl Anthony Towns balled out, 29 points, 8 rebounds, and Karl Anthony Towns was 9 of 11 from the field. And also OG Anunoby came through with the easy, smooth 24 points, 3 steals, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. Fellas, talk to me about this game.
I just love Mikal Bridges playing in this offense. He took 1 3. That was it. He took 1. Everything else that he shot, it was either at the rim, in the mid post, or in the mid range, and he was very effective at it. Extremely effective. I like the fact of how with that Orlando defense, you can't just stand around and watch, because they make life really difficult for you. And I think Mikal Bridges in this offense has done a great job in just relocating and finding open spaces within the mid-range to put a lot of pressure on that defense. I thought he did a good job of doing that on Saturday. Don't get me wrong, them losing Suggs, who I'd like to see more of this kind of bucket getting from him in order for them to have a legit shot to win. But I thought Mikal Bridges, I just thought he was really good.
Ox, I don't know where you're at, or Ron, because I think you were part of Apollo FC, but like, no, Apollo was decent. It's just some of the shot selection, man. It really irks my nerves sometimes. I don't know what goes through his mind. Like, he was 0 for 7 from 3 last night. And I always hear Chill say he wants the point guard production as far as scoring wise from, Orlando via Jalen Suggs. But I'm always thinking Paulo and Franz should be doing the scoring and like the bulk of it at an efficient clip. And Paulo he doesn't do that, man. He took 7 threes, didn't make not one of them. Yeah. I don't know why he doesn't play like he's 6'10", 250 pounds for the majority of the game. He just doesn't do it. But I want to shout out Jalen Brunson as well. Jalen Brunson and OG. OG played a great game as well. But Jalen Brunson, yet again, with another phenomenal scoring performance. And I keep trying to tell y'all, he's in that conversation with AI as far as the best scorer, 6'2" and under below, and he keeps proving me right on that.
Word. We doing that?
I don't know why we wouldn't be doing that.
Ooh.
I'm not bad at it.
I love the craftiness. The craftiness is something that you can't duplicate with him. And I love how he plays through contact. I mean, I hear a lot of people talking about the flopping and him throwing his head back. I love that. But Allen's ability to play fast, not just to play fast, to consistently get to the rim and finish and play above the rim like Allen used to play. Ooh, we putting Jalen.
No, I'm saying he in that conversation with
as a
like any other.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think he has to be. I think it's like borderline undeniable at this point. I'm not saying he is or he isn't, but I definitely think he's entered those conversations, if not on top of those conversations. He's been. Guy just keeps putting the ball in the basket like every year. Regular season, playoffs, deep in the playoffs, elite defenses, bad defenses. He just fries them routinely.
Yeah.
I don't know what more you have to do to show that he really is like that as a scorer. Yeah, I don't know what more there is for him to do.
Damn, I just remember Allen being putting so much pressure on defenses. But I'm not comparing the two because I'm trying to make sense of what do I need to do to enter a conversation. I ain't even talking about him being better than Allen. I'm talking about what do I need to do to enter a conversation? Well, if I can get busy in the regular season and I could get busy in the postseason and my game translates into the postseason, I can appreciate that conversation. Now, Allen, we don't have a lot of postseason success from him. When we're talking about a bucket getter, we don't. We have some, but I don't think we have a lot. Jalen Brunson, on the other hand, whenever he has something not going good, it turns around quick. Like, have we seen any stinkers from Jalen Brunson in the playoffs?
I'm sure.
Series or game?
Detroit.
Yeah, series or game.
Last year against Detroit, he had some games where it was.
Oh, series? No. He hasn't had a stinker series since he's been in New York.
He's had some bad shooting games.
Yeah, he's had some bad games for sure.
I think just like everybody else has. I mean, he did that against Philly, like to start the series. He had some bad games to start the series, but then he got going.
Then ended up averaging like 40 the rest of the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget he carried Luka to the Western Conference Finals too.
He did do that.
Averaged 28 in that series against
Utah. He was cooking that year.
Yes, he did do that. I'm not gonna argue that.
He's been doing it. Yeah, I spoke about this yesterday. He been doing this. Like,
so Jalen Brunson is now in the conversation with Allen Iverson as a bucket getter, 6'2" and under. As a bucket getter.
I know one thing. There's somebody else in that conversation too.
Who, Ron?
There. I don't want to start no shit today.
No, go ahead.
Started it, Ron.
I actually don't know who he was going to talk about. I actually don't know who he was going to talk about.
We got to get to the next game. We got to get to the next game, y'all. But shout out to all the small guards out there that can get buckets.
Talking about Isaiah Thomas. That's what we talking about.
Man, that's all I know, man.
Yeah, he's talking about Isaiah Thomas. I had to realize.
Little Isaiah Thomas?
Yeah, I realized.
Small Isaiah Thomas,
Move on, Ron, man. Move on.
Yeah.
He had that 1 year.
For a couple of days, yeah.
There's no way Isaiah Thomas was scorer to Jalen Brunson.
It was. I never said he was. If we're having conversations based on scoring seasons and all of that, and IT gave it to you all season and in the playoffs.
Yeah, that one
all
year.
season and in the playoffs. No, it wasn't just 1 year. It was about two. It was about two.
It was that 1 year.
2017. There was no other year like 2017, but he was.
Yeah,
good
there's no other year like that.
But he was good. He was good. He was good for.
Yeah,
for a few years. So yeah.
But all right, y'all. The next game that I do want to talk about is chill. Put on your seatbelt, brother. Last night in overtime, the Charlotte Hornets beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 119-111. Now, fellas, before I get into all the details of this game, there's a couple storylines I would like to talk about. One, by way of Con Knipple. Two, by way of what Donovan Mitchell had to say about his team. We will get to those, but first, I just want to let you guys know that the Hornets are now 8-18. The Cavaliers are now 15-12. Let me see what that actually. Where are they at in the East? They are the 8th seed at 15-12. They're tied with the Atlanta Hawks for 8-9, and Philly is right above them at 14-11. But as for this game, Con Knipple led all scorers with 29 points. 3-7 from 3, 11-19 from the field. Con Knipple has been balling this year. Miles Bridges had 20 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Brandon Miller had 25 points, a career high 13 rebounds and 6 assists. He looked good too. No LaMelo Ball, but the Hornets got it done. And then for Cleveland, on the other hand, Donovan Mitchell didn't really look like D. Mitch last night. 6 of 24 from the field, 1 of 11 from 3, and only had 17 points. Did have 7 assists.
Yeah,
Darius Garland had one of his better games this season. He had 26 points, 9 assists, and off the bench, Jalen Tyson had 16 points, 13 rebounds. Keep in mind, there is no Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley is injured.
You see the whopping 0 points the Cavs scored in overtime.
Mars, they didn't hear you in the back. One more time, Mars.
Yeah, the Cavs scored a whopping 0 points in overtime.
As in none. As in not one bucket. 0. They didn't score a basket in overtime. That's 5
For what it's
extra
worth,
minutes.
Charlotte struggled to score 2, for what it's worth. But because they started playing the foul game, so Charlotte ended up getting like 4 late free throws. So yeah, we're taxing that. The Charlotte Hornets only scored like 4 real points in overtime as well. So like it was just a bad showing all around.
That's 4 more than Cleveland.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's how they ended up winning the game. So, but you have them winning the championship? Sure.
As of today in December, no, I do not.
You think they can turn it around?
No. I think that they can make the playoffs.
Oh wow.
I do.
It's just
wow.
I do think that they can make the playoffs.
Wait, you talking about the Cavs?
Yeah, they.
Yes.
Yeah,
Damn, that's a fall from grace.
Let me give you some.
I think they can make the playoffs.
Let me give you some relief, Kachil. You go too far the other way. You go too far the other way. Let me just.
No, I don't.
Listen to me, brother.
No, I don't.
Here comes the Darius Garland glaze.
No. It's not that. It's not that. Chill. I just want you to know that talent always balances itself out in the NBA. The Celtics did. Remember, your Celtics, the year that I thought Tatum was the 7th best player in the world when I had him finishing over Kevin Durant. Remember, they started 22-22, I believe. I think that's what the record was, Mars. They were 500.
Oh, the 22 season? It was about the 22 season?
And then they went nuts. They exploded. Their offense like completely took off. They became the best team in the East. But I think you got to give yourself time for a chill. Is Darius Garland just coming back? Evan Mobley's obviously back. Jared Allen's been out of the lineup. Lonzo Ball.
Evan Mobley is not back. He's been out. He's going to go out for
coming
2
back.
That's
Coming back in 2 weeks. Yeah, he's coming back in 2 weeks.
That's what I said. Yeah, he's going to come back. Jared Allen's been out of the lineup. Lonzo Ball sucks, so he's basically been out of the lineup. And then obviously missing Ty Jerome and all the other stuff. There's several things. Donovan Mitchell's having a Herculean season so far. Okay, I don't care what he did yesterday. Who cares? He's been great all season.
Yeah.
Chill. I do want you to realize you're going to have a 20-game stretch where you're basically going to have the best offense in the NBA probably around January, February, late January. You're going to go like 15-5 to 16-4. And all of a sudden, the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to go from 14-12 or 15-12, whatever the record is right now. They're going to be sitting at like 3rd seed.
What?
third seed in the Eastern Conference.
And the reason that's going to happen is because of their talent on the roster.
Offense always finds its floor. It always levels out at some point. And they're going to go through a stretch of easy games, and they will win those easy games because they're going to outscore everybody. Chill, I'm telling you right now.
Those easy games, by the way.
Yeah, easy games like the Charlotte Hornets.
It's not right now, though. I'm saying they're in a slump now. They're in a slump.
What you talking about?
They're in a slump right now. I'm saying they will get out of the slump.
It's more than a slump. I feel like
they're not healthy.
I agree. Like, I think not having Max Strus for as long as they haven't had Max Strus. I think Jarrett Allen being out of the lineup. I think Darius Garland being out of the lineup. I think now losing Evan Mobley. I think injuries have been problematic. I agree. But I do think that you're attributing probably a bit too much of their struggles to like the injuries and whatnot of their roster. Like, they fundamentally play very differently to how they did last year.
So, like, you know.
Like, they fundamentally play different to how they did last year. Like, the motion, the constant cutting, the fact that they're like, it's a lot more stagnant this year, a lot more stagnant. And I'm going to give the credit to Jordan up. That's what I'm going to do. Shout out to Phoenix. But something is wrong. Like, this isn't the same. Like, the talent might still be there, Ty Jerome notwithstanding. So, like, you might think, oh, it's going to come back around. But, like, they don't play the way they played last year. Like, they just don't. And I think that was a big reason for their success, big reason for why they had one of the best, like, regular season offenses of all time, all that good stuff. Like, that's not what they're doing this year, like, at all. It's just very, like, to the point of the people who like criticize today's game, oh, it's just a bunch of threes and pick and rolls. Shit, that's what Cleveland doing, a bunch of threes and pick and rolls. Like, it's not the same as, like, there's a reason they're leading the league in 3-point attempts or close to it, because they're not even generating like good looks consistently. They're just launching threes. It's not the same at all. I would argue it's bad. Like, this is not the Cleveland team of last year, regardless of what the roster says. That they don't play the way they did last year. Now, maybe that might be because of Garland's health, because I think Garland was a big driver of like the motion and the fact that he was able to get into the teeth of the defense, and guys were cut because of how good of a passer he is. Maybe he is a bigger driver of that than like the coaching changes, but it doesn't look the same, like, at all. It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look the same, and I want to. Ty Jerome was a big part of that last year as well. He's no longer on the roster. Ty Jerome had a phenomenal season coming off the bench and being one of the most efficient pick and roll.
DeAndre Hunter been trash too.
Yeah, like, it's a few different things. That Cavs team, you know, they're mid.
This ain't the Cavs of last year, basically.
Yeah,
like, DeAndre Hunter looks a lot worse. They're starting him. That's not going well. No Ty Jerome. Garland's hurt, obviously. The offense, like, in terms of just the way it looks, is very different. Evan Mobley having a down season. It's like top to bottom is just disappointing. No, okay. Second from top to bottom, very disappointing season. Donovan Mitchell's the only bright spot in Cleveland. Like, he's the only one who I'll be like, you know what? I haven't even liked Donovan Mitchell on defense, but we'll let him slide. Donovan, you don't have to play defense. Everyone else on the roster has been disappointing. Everyone else, and that's just.
If you think about their offense this season, because I mean, I do deal with you dudes a lot, and we deal in numbers. I mean, they still got a top 10 offense. They still got one of the best
last year, like top 10.
Yeah, number one.
Comparative.
I mean, they had the best pick and dive offense in the league last year. They had the best pick and pop offense in the league last year. This year, I think that they're, and you guys can fact check me in this, I think that they're 8th this year. That's a drastic drop. They still run pick and dive. They still run pick and pop. I mean, they shoot the most threes in the league this year. They're in the top 5 in the league in makes. A lot of that is largely due to Donovan Mitchell. Like, he saves a lot of their offense, a lot of the stuff that they do. And on top of that, where their defense is, like, they don't guard the rim like they did last year. They don't rebound like they did last year. They don't guard on the perimeter like they did last year. So when I look at this group, I'm thinking to myself, where are the holes? The holes are in their rotation, because you got guys who weren't playing heavy minutes last year that are now playing heavy minutes, like Porter, like Tyson, like Tomlin, who weren't on the crew, who weren't involved in it. Now they are involved in it, and now it looks completely different with these guys. Mars, if I told you that Lonzo Ball, for the last 5 games, is shooting 4 for 25. He can't make shots, Mars. He's
been one of the worst offensive players in the league. Yeah, he's been one of the worst.
He cannot play. He can't. He cannot play. He looks great when we're running the fast break and he can hit guys, dive into the rim. He looks great at taking care of the basketball. When he's shooting the basketball, he is the one that they are conscious about leaving open. He's the one that they want shooting shots. He's got 4 games in a row, real talk, where he's only made 1 shot. 4 in a row. We can't win like that when we got a rotation player that we rely on that much. We can't.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he would forget how to shoot this badly.
He can't shoot the ball. He can't make shots.
Yeah, that's on me.
He cannot.
Defensively, I still liked what I've seen, but offensively, it's just been
absolutely.
He's
been good defensively.
Yeah,
but
he can't
make
like,
shots.
And
a lot of the reason why their offense, even though it was where it was last year, it's still in the top 10. A lot of that reason is because of what Donovan Mitchell has been doing. A lot of it. Swiper, I saw him go for 24 in the 4th against Washington. That's how they had to win. Otherwise, they were going to lose. So, I mean, I said to you guys already that I don't think this Cavs team is serious. I think that this team is reliant on Donovan Mitchell way too much. They bought the logic that everybody, I think Vegas had them a plus, I want to say like 300 to win the NBA championship, and they bought that. Everybody thinks we're going to win the championship, so we're winning it, not realizing that you do have to go out and do it. And they haven't done that. No, they haven't. So as of right now, and I can appreciate the logic of them, you know, the war of attrition because of injury. Yes, I can definitely get with that. But with that being said, I got a bunch of teams in this league that have benefited from other teams being hurt. They have benefited from that. So, I mean, this Cavs team, they got a lot of work to do. The bright spot about this is, I mean, we could go a week and go from being the 8th seed to Swiper's point. We can go from being the 8th seed to hosting a playoff series. We could do that.
How can you do that?
It's December. It's a lot of
everyone's very
100%
bubbled
We're only
up.
like 2 or 3 games probably.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
it's
going
the
to be a
East.
home court team by the end of the. I mean, Chills. You know, like I said, that's my. I got Chills back. That's my brother. They're going to be a home court playoff team. I will say, Chill. I will give you this option though. I'm giving you a bailout by telling you they're going to be a home court team. But I'm also going to give you a bailout here. You don't actually think they're going to win a title this year. So who is your new pick to win an NBA title now as of December 15th going forward?
The Denver Nuggets.
Okay, so he's off the Cleveland Cavaliers bandwagon. So real talk, note going forward, you can no longer troll him about the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's on the Nuggets. Okay. So what was
if the Cavs win a
championship,
championship, Chill don't get a victory.
No, he doesn't. But that's fine. He gets to celebrate Donovan Mitchell.
Why not?
There we go.
Well, I mean, you get to like, hey, but you don't get to like, we won.
No, because I'm appointing him to December 15th when he got off the train. You don't get to get back on the train without announcing that you're back on the train.
Okay, so
you're a poly teamer though. Why can't
and you can't announce you're back on the train in the play?
You're a poly teamer.
You're a poly teamer. Why can't you be?
Okay. So since I'm in the hot seat today, Ron.
Okay.
I got on the train in the beginning of the season. Mm-hmm. I'm riding with the Cavs until this thing falls off.
Okay, so you got the Cavs.
I like that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I like that.
Then somebody
see Swiper. Hey, he was with you for a second. You talked him right out of it.
Exactly.
Look at you.
Nope.
Oversold it, Swappy. You oversold it.
Exactly.
Oversold it.
So now when Denver
it's
loses
December,
in the
though,
second
y'all.
round, you the only one that finna get the smoke.
Why would I get smoked for losing to the greatest team of all time? Right? That's the
Here we go
with the bullshit.
Hold on. Wait. When Kobe lost a 3-1 lead, he lost to a seed that was higher than his. Hey, who cares, right? He wanted to make a point in Game 7.
Watch my video.
He wanted to make a point in Game 7. Kobe in the second half turned the ball down because he wanted to make a point to the organization. I need more. That's what he did. Hold on.
No, I want to bring this back to the Hornets and the Cavs. Y'all want to bring it back to the Hornets and the Cavs, and I do want to talk about a new revelation in Charlotte. Apparently, the Charlotte Hornets are viewing now Knicks as the face of their franchise. And a couple things that, well, let me just go ahead and throw this on the screen so we could just see what we're dealing with Knicks. This came across my desk earlier today. And so I want to make sure that you guys just are well aware of who the Hornets have and what he's been doing. So I know very small sample size, guys. I know. It is only 2 games. Yes, I know. I'm well aware of that. But that's just what the post said. In the last 2 games, Knicks averaging 31 points, 6 assists, 4.5 rebounds on 57, 42, 100 in 39 minutes per game. Also, I can't really play this, but
he's averaging 19 on the season. So I mean,
Knicks now has the second most games by a rookie ever with 20 plus points per game, or 20 plus points on 50, 40, 90, trailing only Steph Curry.
That's what's up.
Knicks holds the Charlotte Hornets franchise record for the most points scored in a player's first 25 games. He's ahead of Alonzo Mourning, Larry Johnson, Emeka Okafor, Brandon Miller. Knicks also has the most three-pointers made. He's third in three-pointers made this season. Steph has played significantly less games than Donovan Mitchell and Knicks and has 93. But hey, Knicks has 89 threes. All of these things, maybe in light of them also beating the best team in the East in the Cleveland Cavaliers, have a lot of people in the organization viewing Knicks as the new face of this franchise. How do you guys feel about that?
Agree.
It's because LaMelo's unserious. That's why.
It makes sense. I mean, he's available. He's playing at a high level. He's a good basketball player.
Smart.
It makes sense.
Looks like he works for the IRS. He's perfect.
He's does look like a fucking banker, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He look like the dude that's helping you with your home loan. Yes, he does. He 100% look like that dude. Like, I got the paperwork for you. So let's go through some hoops after we finish this with finishing up this paper.
Sure, you agree he's better than Luke Kennard ever was?
Right now?
Yes.
Yes, I do think that.
He's exceeded the draft expectations from Cho.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes, I have.
There we go. Yeah. Good work. Good work, Con.
To be honest with you, that's what I thought I was looking at. I thought I was looking at Luke Kennard as a shooter. I didn't know he was this good as a bucket getter. No.
He's a great player, man. Good player. He's the rookie of the year right now. He's probably influencing wins more than any other rookie.
Better than Queen?
Yeah, for sure. Queens are coming up, but
why not? Rookie of the year is between Con and Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
Queen has some games though. He has some really good games
for sure.
Yeah.
Knicks is 6'2" something. He don't look nothing like an IRS agent.
What you mean? A lot of
I mean, he's
they're talking about from his shoulder up.
No. Think about it. Think about it.
I'm saying, look like
how many
this dude is 6'6".
How many teammates named Blake and Phil did we have that were 6'4", 6'5"? They didn't go to the league, so they went to work in business and real estate and insurance.
He looks nothing like an IRS agent. He's 6'2" something, Swiper. Like
so.
I don't know.
You look more like a IRS agent or you know what I'm saying, like you sell insurance or something more than Knicks does. This dude is 6'6", Swiper.
So. What? You can't work for insurance?
Sell insurance. Who look more like Frank? Knicks or Swiper?
Frank.
That's
Frank
not the
sell
point.
insurance.
It's not the point. The point is what Con is what? 6'6", 220? 6'6", 215? Something like that. Like
Curcio? I don't know.
Basketball players have jobs after the league. I'm confused by this.
I mean, I understand. I understand. There's a lot of dudes that are 6'6"
you would make
something.
as a real estate investor right now. You at 6'8", you can walk around with one of your self-made suits.
What I'm saying though, Swipe, is like I understand. There's a lot of athletes that are tall that didn't go play pro basketball. I understand that, but I'm saying if you look at Knicks, if he was walking down the street and he didn't have like a suit, like a black suit and tie on or something like that, the last thing I'm gonna think is that this dude is what you call an IRS agent. I'm like,
all right, y'all. I'm about to move on. I'm about to get to the next game. We talking about whether Knicks looks like an IRS agent or not.
He has been getting he's been awesome. 100% been awesome.
Before we move on,
I would think he's a baseball player or something at least.
Before we move on to our next segment, we have to highlight what happened last night. And we have to talk about the Golden State Warriors and the Portland Trailblazers game. We have to talk about the fact that the Blazers beat the Warriors 136-131. But we got to talk about mostly how Steph Curry went ballistic and they still ended up losing this game. But aside from his masterclass, Steph Curry had 48 points, 12 of 19 from three, 35 minutes. And they just weren't able to get it done. Jimmy Butler had 16 points, but was only 3 of 11. So was he really robbing? And then that's really it, y'all. That's really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the Warriors had 7 players that scored in double digits, and that's all that the Warriors really brought to the table. As for the Blazers, Mars, yes, I'm going to get to it. Shaedon Sharp had 35 points. He was 5 of 7 from 3, 12 of 18
Who
from
else
the
had
field.
35?
Also, Jeremy Grant
Mhm.
had 35 points as well, and he was 12 of 22 from the field, 7 of 13 from 3. Those two carried the Blazers, along with Denny Avdia, 26 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. And the Blazers just balled out last night, and they got the job done. Rob Will off the bench with a double-double, 11 and 11.
Mhm.
Thoughts on this game, fellas? And more specifically, thoughts on Steph Curry, 48 points.
We're going to focus on the losers?
They lost.
Yeah, we're going to focus on the Blazers.
Shaedon and Jeremy had 35.
They allowed
Yeah,
Shaedon
they
to
won.
make 35 points on a good efficiency. He's been
Allowed is
horrible.
crazy.
Allowed, I
He's
guess.
been a stinky shooter this year. But
Respect Jay.
Yeah, but we know
No.
we know Shaden's a better shooter than 28%.
Exactly.
So cool.
Thank you.
We do?
Also, for whatever
We do.
reason, the Warriors are now 0-3 against the Blazers, and I don't know why they seem to keep thinking, oh yeah, let's just give these professional basketball players warm up threes and hope they miss, because that's been their MO every time they played them, and they keep getting fried against the Blazers, trying the same thing every time. No, yes, Caleb Love is not a good shooter. You keep giving him warm-up shots, he's gonna make a couple. Yeah, Shaedon Sharp has not shot the 3 well this year. You keep giving him warm-up shots, he's gonna start making them. Like Jeremy Grant didn't start shooting the 3 well in this game. You keep giving him warm-up shots in the 4th, he's gonna start making them. Like, I don't know what to tell you. This strategy of averages, yeah, it's not gonna keep working out for you. Not to mention, I found out that the Warriors were like top 5 in defense this year. That did not pass the eye test. Had to go look it up. Yeah, they're 4th best in opponent 3-point percentage. Yeah, okay. They're benefiting from the Chicago nonsense of the top 5 defense early in the season. Yeah, when teams are missing threes against you, it makes your defense look a lot better than it actually is. They can't stay in front of people. They're giving up dribble penetration consistently. They're collapsing in the paint consistently, giving up wide open shots at an extremely high rate. Yeah, this defense is fraudulent. And then
Weak in the
offensively,
paint.
yeah. Not to mention your 6'5" guy at 36 years old is the guy you're asking to anchor the middle of the paint. I actually think Draymond's been really good on defense, but you're probably over leveraging him at this point. Quentin Post, good defensive improvement, good work, but still not perfect. Jimmy Butler hasn't been as potent defensively as you'd want. Steph Curry still not a good defender. And then you're trying to run out whoever you want in the other spot, whether it's Pods, Moody, DeAnthony Melton now. Like, none of these guys are POAs. So it's just it's stinky, if I'm being honest. I want to give credit to Shaedon for having like a really, really good game. Nice to see him finally make some threes, because that's been like the one thing I think holding him back as a scorer is that pull-up three, that 3-point shot making, because the inside the arc stuff, the at the rim stuff is always going to be there for him. He's one of the best finishers in the league, but the 3-point stuff like really is the difference between him finding his ceiling or being a very inconsistent, probably like microwave scorer type. And I hope that's not the outcome for him. But yeah.
So 2 things, Mars. Number 1, I think it was in the 4th quarter, if I'm not mistaken, Alex. Jeremy Grant hit a 3. I don't think he moved from that spot and went back on defense. He came back the very next trip and hit another 3 in the same spot, wide open. Nobody was close to him. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, Jeremy Grant does not suck at the long ball line. He's got this catch and shoot 3 where it's actually pretty good. The biggest problem that I still have with the Golden State Warriors, that I've had with them, Steph Curry turns into Michael Jackson, and he now becomes the show. And now your background dancers become that, and they just start watching the show. They don't get involved in the show at all. So Steph Curry gets involved. He starts getting going. Like they had, I want to say it was late in the 3rd, early in the 4th. Klingon, who I don't understand why Klingon gets switched on to Curry, but Klingon gets switched on to Curry. Curry knocks down the long ball. Then Curry gets the ball swung to him 2 trips later, and he's not wide open, but he's got 2 guys on him, and I got 3 guys on the other side of the floor doing this. So with that being said, I feel like this Warriors team, it's the gift and the curse with Steph Curry, very much like what was going on with Donovan Mitchell, where there's this save us logic with Steph Curry, where he gets going and everybody just gets out of the way and just let him do his thing, which works sometime, but it's not going to work when you play against teams that are really good defensively and can attack you offensively. Their biggest hole is in the paint. We get whatever we want at the rim against these dudes. Then he was showing that last night when he was getting to the rim. We get whatever we want against these guys, and that's going to be a huge problem come playoff time for this team. A huge problem. I said it already, and I'm still standing on this, White. I don't have this team making the playoffs. I don't. I do not have this team making the playoffs.
I just want people to know Mars, what was that? What was Shea at last year? Was he at 32 on 64? Was that what it was last year? His actual numbers?
Sounds about right. I'll check.
Steph Curry currently, y'all, is at 29.5 on 65. Like, he's shooting 41% from 3 on 12 attempts a game. And
He's making 5.2 a game, which is more than his unanimous MVP season.
So that's what I'm saying, Chill. I really think the crowd is very much not aware of what Steph is doing this year. And it sucks, honestly. I think that he doesn't get, because he's older, Chill, people think he is like on the other side of this hill, but it's like he's having one of his 3 best scoring seasons of his career right now. I would argue 21, 16, and this year. I think the
you adjust for like circumstances.
Yeah, I'm saying like the situation.
Somebody would probably say like 17 or something like that. Man.
Right. Well, obviously Kevin Durant, just ignore those years. But
no, 2023 he was quite good. I don't know, but
until the playoffs, well, I think he'll be better in the playoffs this year if he's healthier.
Don't leave that out.
Yeah, 20. I mean, we're over a decade now of greatness. So
yeah, sure. I just think it's insane, dude. Like the fact that he has a 48 ball, he has a 50 ball versus who's that game? Real talk. Who do you have 50 ball against?
This season,
he had 50.
Spurs?
It was 49, but it wasn't 59. I ain't
and then he had 45 versus Denver to open the season. He had 37 points in the second half of that game in overtime. So yeah, man, it's just Steph Curry would never, he's never going to complain. He's never going to, be the guy rah like. But Ox, he's an ultimate competitor. He's not afraid of anybody. He's not afraid of any moment. He's so unbelievably competitive, man. Like, he just doesn't shy away from anybody, anything. You can throw any defense at him. And once he starts getting on those runs, and Mars, I don't know if you ever watched like the Circus Olay, but Circus Olay, they have all the dancers. They'll start, jumping from side to side and doing that. When Steph Curry get hot and he start pump faking, real time, everybody just start. just trying to get in the way of the shot, and it just don't matter. He just started making stuff. So incredible year by Steph Curry, man. Phenomenal.
I do think I'll speak for the Steph haters up here, aka me and Mars. It is.
Don't forget Chill.
No, Chill. Oh yeah, can't forget.
Yeah,
Chill. Can't forget
yeah.
Chill. Chill is definitely in this group, but Steph Curry.
I am not.
Facts. He's just a long ball shooter, though. Just a long ball shooter. But
Magic better scorer.
Yeah, Magic better scorer. Anyway, Steph Curry, what he's doing, he's setting a new precedent, right? And so I don't think that it's wrong when me or Mars or Chill like take the odds and say, yeah, Steph Curry's probably going to regress this upcoming season, be it that, we're in ages now like 36, 37, 38. And for him to be breaking the mold and still be this good at this age, mind you, we're talking about a point guard who's 6'3". He's not unbelievably quick. He doesn't jump higher than everybody. He isn't faster than everybody. He's out there just strictly dominating the game on the skills, man. And that one supreme skill that he has that's better than anybody else in the world is throwing that orange ball into that hoop. He's better at that.
From far away.
Yeah, from far away, very far away. So shout out to Steph Curry, man. I do think his fans do a disservice to me when they're like, oh yeah, we're just expecting him to be this good at 38 years old. To me, you're not then like actually acknowledging what's happening. Like, we're watching history on the game-to-game basis now with Steph Curry still being this good at this age at that position. So shout out to Steph. They're definitely wasting away these years in Golden State.
It's not like
and speaking of history, Steph Curry now has the most 40-point games, 40 or more games after turning the age of 30. As you can see on this list, he has 45. Last night, he just passed Michael Jordan, who has 44. Damian Lillard, shout out Dame Dollar. He has 31. Kobe Bryant has 30. James Harden has 30. Larry Bird has 27. Wait, is this list right?
Yeah, I didn't expect to see Larry Bird. That's interesting.
Where's
Yeah. Where is he?
He doesn't score 40 that much, even though he's had.
How come he not on this list?
Interesting. They don't count playoff games. That's why. Yeah, they don't count playoff games. Yeah. I think Steph's been really impressive this year. A lot better than he was last year. Just want to put that out. there early on this season, a lot better than he was last year. Looking a bit more spry, which is nice to see. I still think he's very obviously regressed, and I think you're doing a disservice to prime and peak Steph if you don't agree with that, in my opinion. If you don't acknowledge the regression, I think you're doing more of a disservice to Steph than the people who acknowledge the regression. That's just me. But to actually live up to my hater tag, since I'm a Steph hater, they were down 1 with 30 seconds left, and he missed a wide open layup. Like, so
Tricked it. Straight
so
tricked
I'm
it.
like, we can say, yeah, he needed more help. I agree. He had a chance to put his team up 1 with 30 seconds left. I missed a wide open layup. So he had 48. He should have had 50, but he missed a wide open layup. Then the next play, he turned the ball over when the game was still in hand. So there you go. For all the people who think I'm a Steph hater, now I've given you reason for you to believe that. So yeah, Steph needs more help offensively. Guys aren't coming along for the ride. This roster is not created well at all. But yeah, they could have won that game yesterday with Steph's heroics. And a big reason why they didn't is because Steph missed a wide open layup.
Well, shout out to Steph Curry. He is balling. And I think this is a good time for me to give the obvious splash of the day to the obvious person that is going to hail that. And that's Steph Curry. 48 points is ridiculous. 12 for 19 from 3. And then also, once again, jumping to number 1 on this list for the most 40-point games after turning the age of 40 with 45. Steph, keep going. I think you might be able to hit 50 this year. We'll just have to see. At the rate he's going, you just never
If we
know.
get 5 more 40-point games from Curry,
I mean, so chill. In 18 games, he has a 42-point game, 35-point game. I know that's not 40, but I'm just throwing that in there just so you guys know. He went back-to-back against the San Antonio Spurs when he had 46. And then a couple nights later, literally 2 nights later, he had 49. So that's 3 40-point games right there. And then obviously last night with 48. So he has 4 40-point games in 18 games this year that he's played.
That's crazy.
Man.
That is nuts.
He's good for it.
Shout out to Steph.
That is nuts. Shout out to Steph Curry,
Man.
And don't forget too, we still got next season. So
Shout
End
out
the
to
season
Steph
after
Curry.
mm-hmm.
I'm just happy to be able to say that I saw him play live. So when he retires, I could say that I saw him play live.
And also, y'all, speaking of the splash of the day, it's time for you guys to make a splash today on Splash Sports. You could do that by downloading the app. You could scan the QR code on the screen, or you could simply just go to your app store and download Splash Sports. You could do that by clicking the link in the bio. There are some good games tonight with some good players. You might want to take the Jokic over tonight. You might want to take the James Harden over tonight. You might want to take Cooper Flag tonight. Or you might just want to go more on Jaylen Brown. You never know. You could also go less on Scotty Barnes too. But there's a lot of good things going on tonight. Make sure that you get in the game and make your picks. The thing about Splash Sports is you're never playing against the house like a bozo. You are always competing against other people in their peer-to-peer daily fantasy sports game. That is quick picks. That is when you pick 2 to 6 players. You choose more or less on each player projection. And then once again, you play against other people. And on top of that, you don't have to have the perfect card. All you have to do is get more correct picks than the other people that are in the group, and you win cash. New users can use code PLAYER for a deposit match of up to $50 and a 100% boost on your first entry. Click the link in the bio, build your quick picks, and let's see who really knows ball in the chat. All right, fellas, we now have our top 5 comments of the week. Let's go ahead and make this happen. These should be some good ones. So let's see what we got. Top 5 comments of the week is coming to you first with the first comment is from Sam Gibson, episode 710. Sam Gibson said, Swiper said the Nuggets are the only team that can save the NBA. Dude, shut up.
Did he really say that?
Yes, he did. Put a sock in it.
Was that in regards to they're the only team that can beat OKC?
Beat OKC, yeah, probably so.
Like I ain't just see San Antonio do it. Yeah.
Swiper was tripping that day though.
Like I ain't see Portland do it.
Every time Swiper gets to tripping, I get blamed for it somehow.
Yeah, it's unfortunate Swiper's not up here to defend itself at this moment in time. But hey man, his beliefs are his beliefs. Same thing, BA Nuggets. The next comment of the week from episode 709 is from a guy that you guys know very well. He goes by the name of Mars Talk Sports. Mars said, "Stop box score watching and watch the games. Box scores should be behind a paywall. That's my super hot take."
So you should have to pay for box scores.
Yeah, I'm tired of people having access to a box score so they can act like they know what they're talking about. Oh, this guy had 28, 12, and 13. By the way, Jalen Johnson had another triple-double yesterday, and I promise he was trash. Like, that's back-to-back games where he's had triple-doubles, and he's been trashing both of them.
Hater alert! Hater alert!
Cool. I'll be here, whatever. These PRA guys, it's becoming unbearable. Like, nah, they're not playing as well as this PRA. I need people to not have access to the box scores unless they pay for it, because I'm sick of having to hear this guy's better than that guy because he's averaging XXX. Like, I don't care. So no, you should have to pay for the privilege to just yap about stats that mean absolutely.
Well, here's the thing, Mars. I don't actually have a problem with box score watching, but I think box score watching should be a springboard to going to watch the game. Like, yo, this dude went 28 and 12. Yo, let me go watch and see what he's doing. Why did he get 28 and 12? Or see what he's doing the next game, as opposed to all of my logic is strictly off box score watching. Nah, man, because if I'm just watching the game and I really don't understand it, then that's different. But if I'm just box score watching and if I'm just box score watching and I'm sounding like I know what I'm talking about, then you can't tell us like what happened in the third quarter. Why was he able to go on this 8-0 run? Why were they able to go on this 8-0 run? Why were they able to stop this team 4 straight trips if you just box score watching? I think I don't mind box score watching if you just use it as a springboard to actually get to watching the games instead of just being a box score watcher.
You shouldn't even be able to pay for it, Mars. You shouldn't even be able to pay for it. There should be no. You shouldn't even be allowed to notice that. It's none of your business. Don't worry about it.
What if we had a season? What if we had a season where we did not track stats at all? I would wonder what the MVP race would look like, and would it stay the same?
They would just go to whichever guys they think scores the most on the best team. That's the only way to do it. If you're the best team in the league, yeah, this guy's probably the best player. There you go, MVP. I would love that. I would love to watch people try and talk basketball without having access to the box score. I would love to watch them try and do it. It would be very fun to watch.
Mars, we've had this conversation before, and a lot of people would be so confused and disheveled and just running around frantic because they don't know what they're looking at. There's a lot of people that can't watch I'm telling you, if you did a study where it was you put 100 people in the room and they can all only watch the game. You can only watch the game, no stats, no commentators, just watch the basketball game. And then you put 100 people in the room where they can't watch the game, only box score. You're going to get so much better basketball conversation from this 100 over here that didn't get to watch the game. Because the people that they don't know what they're watching. They don't know what they're looking at.
All right, y'all. The next comment of the week is from Don 31311, episode 708. Don said, "Ox, you my guy. I really appreciate you. But trading Wemby is by far the dumbest thought you had on this show." Dub episode, by the way.
I don't think so. I think there's I might have said something a little more controversial than that. But I don't think you should trade Wemby. I was just saying, like, let's talk about it. Would it be
He's trying to know what talking about. He's trying to be one worse than Nico. That's it.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal as people made it seem. I wasn't campaigning for trade Wemby. I was just saying, like, would it be that ridiculous to trade high when you got this much talent on your team if this kid's made of glass? But apparently
I'll take the 20 minutes.
Yeah,
and
right.
I'll take 50 games, 20 minutes per game in those 50 games. I'll take it.
I'm with you on that. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, apparently, what I did not know is that having a blood clot and missing that much of the season doesn't count as being made of glass or being an injury or whatever. I didn't know that until I read the comments. But whatever. Shout out to Wemby. Don't trade him, please.
I really hope we're not nowhere near a point though where we're saying, "Oh man, if I could just get 50 games in 20 minutes." I hope we never get to that point. I just hope we're playing, 70 plus games every year, playing regular minutes. That's what I want to see from Victor.
Speaking of which, shout out Joel Embiid for suiting up, and Paul George for both suiting up last night and getting busy. Shout out to him.
Real talk.
The next,
get ready for it. He about to be on that Kawhi Leonard time.
The next comment of the week is from Whozo7. Whozo7 said, "Dub episode, RIP playback, man. Genuinely a big part of my life for the last 3 years. From watching Throwback Thursdays to trolling in Real Talk's room, of course, that's all that happens there, and getting banned. Great app. I hope it can be replaced."
Man.
Hey.
Yeah. I was just about to get on and start doing my playbacks as well, and then they just
Right.
I don't know how they could do that to me, man.
Damn. Just when you was finna get started.
Yeah, like right when I was about to make my debut that Saturday on playback. I was like, man.
I don't think y'all understand. Playback was like the best thing that happened to the internet. So
Playback was fire for real.
It was. That was a great platform and a great idea, a great concept. Hopefully, somebody picks up the concept and we can do that again. That was fun.
Good times, y'all. Good times. But hey, man, when one door closes, you know how they say, a window opens or something like that. And whatever the case may be, y'all, we will have other opportunities in the future to watch basketball. I could promise you that. And if not, box score, watch the game, and then come back to the panel tomorrow so we can talk about everything. All right, the next comment of the week that we got is from YB101Y, episode 707. YB said, "I'm there with Chill. Spotify Premium is a waste of my bread."
It's like listening to the radio for me. That's what I do. Yeah. I don't need that extra shit. I don't. Nope. It's like listening to the radio. I have
ads during my music. There's no way.
I have a couple of commercials. I'm working out. Shit, I get what I need done. I don't need to pay $20 a month for that other shit. No. I pay for convenience. Yes, I will. Yes, I will get a better seat on a plane. Yes, I will get a better spot in the restaurant, but I don't need no extra shit for that. No, I'm good. Nope.
Ox, chill. Ron, that's what's wrong with this younger generation, man. They're having problems with commercials, man, because they don't want everything done on their time, and they want everything to be so convenient, man. Every life ain't convenient, bro.
It's trying to justify your lack of YouTube Premium to me. Like, I don't.
Be quiet. Yeah, hey. Stop looking for convenience at every turn. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all letting AI in slowly, and now y'all gonna be jobless because y'all letting AI in, by the way. But you also get dumber and dumber by the day as well. But cool. Yeah. You want to be dumb because it's convenient, I guess.
I've been trying to tell y'all for years. Like, quicker it just doesn't make it better. Like, easier doesn't make it better. You know what I'm saying? It's just. Oh, y'all just mad because 20 years ago y'all had to take 15 more seconds to do that. Okay.
Actually, I didn't, Ron. To be honest with you, Ron, actually, I didn't have to take 15 seconds because what I could have done, Mars, was YouTube. I mean, not just YouTube Premium and Spotify Premium. I could take the songs off the radio and then play them, no commercials, and didn't have to pay for them. I could do that. But now we got all of this Spotify Premium, and now I got to pay for this stuff. Hell no, I ain't doing that.
Y'all don't understand that you're getting extorted.
Oh no, I'm perfect. No, I can accept. Yeah, cool.
No, Mars. I'm not even only talking about just the Wi-Fi or not the Wi-Fi, Spotify Premium stuff. I'm talking about like y'all youngsters is out here getting extorted all the time in your regular day life and don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just extortion, and it's whatever. It's fine.
Please
Hey, wait,
extort
Ron.
me.
Was that all the five?
Because it's convenient.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
I will happily get extorted for more convenience.
Hey, Ron, was that all the 5 comments of the week right there?
Yeah.
I gotta ask Chill a question.
Yes, sir.
Chill. You were a ref before and at a time, right?
Yes, sir.
You've
Yes, sir.
seen a
5
lot of
years I did it.
basketball. You've seen a lot of hoop. Chill. Are athletes in any sport? Well, we'll just talk about basketball in the NBA. Are you allowed to snatch up refs?
You are not allowed to put your hands on.
Are you allowed? Are you allowed to physically?
that's
Are you
what
allowed
I
to
thought, man.
physically yank up refs?
No, you are not allowed to. You put your hands on me, you get the gate.
Oh,
As soon as you put your hands
But
on me,
there's
you
a
get the gate.
different rule where it's like, unless you have the most points in NBA history, then grab away. That's in the fine print. You maybe didn't read that part.
You get the
But
gate.
yeah, I have no idea how he was.
The
able to-
ref ran up on LeBron first, by the way.
So
Okay, he could run up and punch him. I don't know
Back
what to tell
up
you.
on me, bro. No, back up. What you on me for?
The fact
he
the
grabbed
fact
him
that
when
Bron was
he
able
actually
to
grabbed
stay
him when the
in
ref was walking away. He grabbed him like, bring your ass
Snatching.
back
No,
over
you
here. I'm
got
not
to
done
hear what
talking
I
to you.
have to say.
Some motherfucking ass over here.
Grabbed him
Bye.
like he was
I
Bron.
like there's
Bryce.
no way this
Bye.
man.
We're
ain't
not
get
gonna do this
ejected.
to LeBron. There is a clip. I've never seen more referee favoritism than this. There is a clip of Michael Jordan on the Wizards where Mike says, "Hey man, what's up? What they call it?" And the ref is talking to Mike. Mike, I didn't see the call, but I believe you, Mike.
Real talk. What did that got to do? What did that got to do with
I believe
snatching
it,
the ref
Mike.
up
Mike.
like a toddler?
Because I mean,
This what certain fan bases do, right? We'll say something perfectly valid, like, "Hey, if a player grabs the ref, they should probably get ejected." LeBron fans hear that, like, what about when Michael Jordan in 23 years ago?
I relax. What?
Absolutely.
This is disgusting, real talk. This really is
Real talk. Real talk. Have you
Changes
ever
the
been
reality of what we just said.
Absolutely.
real talk? Have you ever been 9 years old, 8 years old, 10 years old, and your mama's sitting there and she tell you something, and you turn around, wrist under your breath, man, and you all of a sudden get your ass jacked up like what?
Yeah.
That's how Bron did.
Just
the
how
ref.
Bron, yeah.
I'm talking about just getting snatched up out, damn near off your feet. You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that.
You know,
I'm not
usually
but,
you're
able to
right.
stay in the game.
Shout out to Dylan Brooks, though.
Shout out to Dylan Brooks.
Hey, every time Dylan Brooks see that boy, anytime he see 23 or 6,
Oh, it's smoke. It's smoke.
oh
it's
yeah,
smoke.
on sight,
It is
on
smoke.
sight.
It is smoke.
Hey,
As soon as I see that
I
dude,
love Dylan Brooks for that, man. He don't play about
It's-
Bron.
Also,
Yeah.
too, Bron big flopping ass. That last play of the game where Dylan Brooks went and chest bumped him, and then Bron, it took him a second to realize that Dylan Brooks had chest bumped him, and then he did this and started falling
No,
back.
he realized he had to get Dylan Brooks out of the game. He was smart. He wasn't gonna do nothing. Then he was like, "Damn, Dylan Brooks already got attacked. Let me act like I was nearly dying."
That's the
Yeah,
basketball
yeah.
IQ, huh?
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
high IQ right there. And then he shot the tech free throw. Yeah,
Yes,
good work,
he
bro.
did.
He missed
Sure,
it.
imagine
good work,
if
bro.
imagine
It
if
was the second
He made up
Draymond.
for it,
tech
though.
that he missed
He made up for it, though.
Imagine if
by
Draymond
missing one of his three
touched
again.
the ref like
Okay,
that, you.
goddamn, I guess.
He would have been tossed. Yes.
He would.
Draymond
He
got
would.
too many
No. He
felonies.
would have been. And rightfully so. I want to say he would have been suspended for 10 games.
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
That's
Draymond
crazy.
Draymond definitely got he's got a
Rightfully so
But-
too.
Is there
But-
is there any
Yeah,
example in
absolutely.
is there
Absolutely.
any other example in NBA history of a player physically grabbing a referee
Yes, sir.
and
in
not being
1990
ejected?
No, not being ejected. No, because Magic bumped the ref. He got tossed. Nick Van Exel actually knocked Ron Garrison onto the scores table, and he got the gate, and he got suspended games for that. Absolutely. James, on the other hand, I saw that and I was like, wow. But if we rewind, number one, Ron, that was a foul. It should have been an and one for Dylan Brooks. Because in addition to James hitting him with the offhand on the side, he clipped him. So that should have been a foul. So the problem with Dylan Brooks is Dylan Brooks is a hothead. So with Dylan Brooks being the hothead, he hops up, who, by the way, real talk, already got a felony on his record.
So he already got some nonsense on his record. And what I can't have happen, Ox, is I can't have the judge who just told me, I don't want to see your ass in here again. And the very next week, I'm right back in that courtroom. It's going to be a very short conversation, and it's going to end up with me getting the game. That's what happened. So he already had a tech in the game. He hops up, and then he bumps James. And he bumps James, not just because James fouled him, but because that's who he is when it comes to James. So immediately he going to get the gate. I don't think anybody else would have got the gate for that. Nobody. But, of course, it's Dylan Brooks, no doubt. That was a weird-ass game. A super weird game.
It was weird. That was a horrible watch.
Because I was watching the game, and then the Lakers went up, was it like 97-79 or 98-79? They were up damn near 20. So I stopped watching the game. I was like, let me go watch the Warriors Blazers game. Because this game's over. The Suns ain't got none for them. It wasn't looking good. Then I'm on the timeline and I'm seeing Dylan Brooks got ejected. Then I'm seeing Dylan Brooks hit a 3 to like put the Suns up. I'm like, oh, what the hell just happened? So I had to go rewatch the fourth quarter to see what was going on. So shout out to the Suns for making it a game. Because I was out on that game. I was not interested in what was about to come. And then shout out to Bron for making 2 of his 3 free throws to win the game. Could have made all 3, but it's not for everyone. Shout out to him. And Devin Booker, that was absolutely a foul. I don't know why he complaining. That was absolutely a foul. The fact that you even decided to close out that hard is stupid. The fact that you even decided to swipe down is stupid. The fact that you touched the shoulder, which you're ignoring for whatever reason, is stupid. You committed 3 felonies of stupid on one play. I don't know what to tell you. Devin Booker, lock in. Like, please, like you sold your team the game right there. In a game in which you guys fought to come back, you sold your team. And as the best player on the team, all of that stuff, you have to be better. Like, it's really that simple. And I think you actually had a good fourth quarter, but you have to be better. So yeah, that's it.
The Lakers in that game, Ron, and I don't know if we're going to talk about it, but the Lakers in that game, in that fourth quarter, they just went away from the action. It was working. That pick and dive action between both Luka and DeAndre Ayton was working. DeAndre Ayton hit a free throw. He hit a mid-range jump shot on that pick and roll dive with him and Luka. Bam! It was working. We had some action between him. We had some action between James and Jake LaRavia where the ball was moving and Jake LaRavia gets a dunk on the baseline, wide open. Bam! Then all of a sudden we get late in the game, real talk, where we like maybe 4 or 5 minutes left in the game. And now we get to this one-on-one basketball. We get away from our action. We're getting the ball to Luka, and we got James and Marcus Smart both coming and setting screens on both sides. I'm like, what the hell kind of offense is this? No, what happened to what we were running? We got James on the corner at the break taking sidestep fall-away threes in the meat and potatoes of the game. I'm thinking, what happened to the action that we were running just 3 minutes before this? It was working. How did we get away from this? And that's how they ended up getting back in the game.
Chill, it's not even just the last 3 minutes, man. Luka Ball is going to be Luka Ball when Luka's on the court, right? So there was a period of time I saw somebody had posted it, like when LeBron was on the court, and Luka wasn't on the court in that game, and they had like some defensive players around LeBron. I think the lineup was like a plus 16 or something like that, right? The lineup was rolling. But Luka's going to have the ball, Chill, and Luka's going to run pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll. And when he's scoring at a very good clip and he's efficient, that's fine. That's going to lead to elite offense because he can make all the passes out of pick and roll, right? Mm-hmm. So that's fine. When he's not scoring the ball at an elite clip, it is a hard watch. It really is. Because all he's out there doing is trying to pick and roll. And then if they switch, it's like, okay, now Luka, he has a mismatch, but the mismatch just becomes a step back 3 that he's not hitting.
Luka's shooting 24% on threes out of pick and roll this year.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, he's not. And that's why I was talking to Ron and Ox, bro. Y'all just sitting here with that. He's averaging 35. Like, man, miss me.
All right,
watch the game.
When that three ball, Swiper just told you non-listening niggas earlier that talent levels out. So when that 24% get up to about 34, 35, I don't want to hear nothing. When
you guys see Grayson Allen
42.
walk right by Luka for a layup?
Walked right by him, Mars. Just literally walked right by him. I'm like, are you gonna try to veer him toward the defense, or are you just gonna Olay?
Also, shout out to DeAndre Ayton, 20 points, 13 rebounds. DeAndre Ayton, keep up the good work, brother. Also, Austin Reeves did not play last night.
Whoa!
Hold on, right quick, Chill, right quick. We'll get back to that. I just want to say Austin Reeves will be reevaluated in 1 week. He was diagnosed with a grade 1 calf strain, and they said he'll be out for approximately a week. But you know how that goes. He might be out for longer. But next week,
we'll know for sure. On Austin for having 2 bad games. Meanwhile, he was playing with a calf strain. Crazy.
Am I in the Twilight Zone or something?
What's
going on, Knox?
Everything Real Talk just said. I'm just, and then
is
I
what
see
you
the
said
chat.
about Luka.
I see the chat, and they're just like, "Yeah, Cook, Real Talk."
Meanwhile,
he's the PR.
He's on the Lakers.
You
gotta acknowledge he's on the Lakers.
I'm glowing. That's my aura. I'm glowing. Look at me.
Now, mind you, I've been backing up Luka. I backed up Luka all summer. First few weeks of the game, I'm like, see, look, he's competing on defense. Now, oh my God, am I in the Twilight Zone? Real talk, this is what he's always done. This is Luka Doncic.
This is him.
It's not true.
This is
That's
Luka.
not true. Luka used to be able to get by niggas.
He is a grenade launcher. he can't guard his shadow. But hold on, because
Ox's turn.
No. What I'm saying is he proved it. What makes it worse, Marsh, is that he proved that he actually can play defense. And so now I'm a little more pissed. Because it's like, Luka, you can play defense. You've proven it. You just
won't do it.
So now I see him going back to what he was doing with Dallas. And it's like, I told you, motherfuckers, man. This is what Luka Doncic does.
35.99.
But okay.
Now that he's doing it for y'all, real talk. Now that he's doing it for the Lakers, now all of a sudden your eyes are open. You was blind, but now you see. You was lost, but now you fair.
Yeah, but you weren't invested in the results of the games, real talk.
I said they were going to the finals.
Yeah, but you were invested because you want to be right. Now you actually want the Lakers to be successful. It's very different. So now when Luka's bad tendencies are actually costing you games, you get more annoyed than when they would cost Dallas the games. Yeah, Luka's gonna get back on defense on that play, but PJ Washington should be doing it. But now the Lakers like, damn, yeah, these bad tendencies, they're already starting to add up.
Yeah, real talk. You know what it is?
Bad when you can shoot threes if you're going to hit 38% of them. But if you're going to hit
one time that happened, the one time.
You know what this shit sound like?
That's when I was watching them. What?
This shit sound like the shit that
you've been glazing Luka since before 24.
That's not true. If y'all remember, wait, stop. I've always said he's one of the better players in the league. But we're not gonna sit here and act like there were times I used to be known as the guy saying Jason Tatum's better than Luka.
You was glazing Tatum. That doesn't change you with glazing Luka.
No, because I used to be lower on Luka because I wasn't a big fan of like that play style. But then I saw 24 Luka, and 24 Luka convinced me, you know what? Although I don't like that play style, this nigga's good enough to do it. Like he justified it. He justified it for me. I'm sorry. Bro, he was absolutely amazing at 24.
Chill. I want to be clear. I want to be clear about something. Because I'm no fence jumper. I'm still riding with Luka.
Mm-hmm.
I'm riding with Luka this year. I got Luka for MVP. I got the Lakers winning the West. I'm riding with Luka.
I still have the Lakers winning the West. I do.
Lakers in Miami in the finals, Ox, because you got the Miami Heat in the NBA championship. So Lakers in the Heat in NBA championship. Because Ron, I can promise you, Ron, what this I can tell you right now, Ron, what this sounds like with Real Talk is he tolerating the shit from homegirl because he don't live with her. She live on the other side of town. So the bullshit that she doing, he don't live with her. But now she move in the crib. And wait a minute, this chick a lot nastier than I thought she was. Wait a minute, this chick don't cook nearly as much as I thought she did. Wait a minute, this chick is really on my nerves way more than what she was when she was living on the other side of town. That's what this shit sound like, real talk.
And she
That's
snores.
exactly
and
what
she
it is.
and
That's
she
exactly
sleeps and she snores hella loud with her mouth open.
She is doing that right now. And look, when I used to go over there to her apartment, look, because it was once or twice a week, it'd be a home cooked meal over there. I get over there, oh, you want something? Oh, let me get your shoes or your jacket. Now I'm coming home on the regular. When I used to go over there chill, she used to be dolled up in a nice little lingerie set, right? For you, chill for you. For you, I know the 50 plus. Hey, the women 50 plus, they put on a cute slip. Your little cute slip, you know what I'm saying?
What we call it, Ron, to Real Talk's point, what we call it, Ron, is putting on something a little bit more comfortable. But as you were saying, Real Talk,
yeah, but now
when I come around, they put on something real tight. But go on, Real Talk.
Now when I walk in there, she, she got a bonnet on.
No, Real Talk, you are being disgusting. No.
She got on a big shirt that got a stain on it.
No, she does not. Will you stop it? Look at no. You are
over criticizing
your wife. Okay. And you know what's funny? You still ain't gonna leave her. Regardless of how big that stain on that shirt is,
you right.
And on top of that, it ain't even that bad. She still be looking fine in the house. She still look fine when she leave the house. Yo old complaining ass, she still folding up your dirty drawers. You still get home cooked meals at least 5 days out of the week. She's still holding it down, and she's still better than everybody else. You know what this sounds like? You know what it sounds like? A spoiled Lakers fan once again. A spoiled Lakers fan.
That's exactly what it is.
And you know what? And I'm going to get back to box score watching. You got 35, 9-9 in your house, and you're complaining about it.
Facts.
You know, it's a lot of men that
because she ain't flushed the toilet one time.
She ain't flushed the toilet.
Yeah,
hold on, bro.
That is kind of a problem. But real quick, just to emphasize Ron's point, we just gonna box score watch Luka right quick. 43, 12, and 9, 49, 11, and 8, 44, 12, and 6, 29, 11, and 10, 35, 9, and 13. We'll ignore 22, 5, and 11. We'll ignore that. 38, 6, and 7. We'll ignore 19, 7, and 7. We'll ignore that. 24, 7, and 12, 41, 8, and 9, 37, 5, and 10, 33, 11, and 8, 43, 9, and 13, 35, 5, and 11, 34, 12, and 7, 38, 11, and 5, 31, 15, and 11, 35, 5, and 8, and then last night, 29, 3, and 6. Yeah,
hey, you better sit your ass down on the couch.
Yeah, you better accept the stain on the shirt.
And you better sit back and be quiet. Hey, if she don't cook tonight,
you complaining about? Come on, man.
More that something.
Come on, man.
Look, all I'm saying is, calm down.
Not to mention, you 18 and 7 too, by the way. So yeah, you can't even be like, we don't even winning. Like, nah, you 18 and 7.
Here's the thing, Ron. See. Here's the thing. See, this is why
I know some niggas that ate all year off their woman.
And Luka's 14 and 5, so we can't even be like,
not a crumb.
14 and 5 when he played.
That don't matter though, because if we still talking about the Lakers with the relationship with Luka, right? So look, all I'm simply saying to her is, look, you used to do these things. Now, you know what I'm saying? You ain't doing them as often or as much. You know what I'm saying?
He was doing that shit when she lived on the other side of town.
Now you're only averaging 35.
Wait a second. Maybe you need to look within. Maybe it's something that you stopped doing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it ain't. You know what I mean? It could be a reaction. You know what I mean? On top of that, y'all talking about all these, y'all talking about all these slips and lingeries and big t-shirts. Man, this show house, man, take that shit off. Walk around here, ain't no shit. We at home.
Real talk. She was doing that shit when she lived on the other side of town. It just didn't matter because you had the opportunity to go back home and you ain't had to put up with it as much. Now you got to put up with it every night, and the shit kind of corny. When in reality, she's still super dope. She is. She's still super dope, but.
Yeah,
it's some shit that you ain't used to putting up
Loved
with.
him when he averaged 34, 9, and 9.
Mhm.
Now he averaging
You could
35,
bounce.
9, and 9.
Whenever
He
y'all
He
got
was
into an
better
argument,
with the 34.
Not to
9 and
mention, he averaging 35 now, taking less shots than he did when he averaged 34, but they hate him.
Mhm.
Crazy.
9. Is he making as many shots?
Oh, yeah, 49% versus 46%. Unforgivable.
That's a 3% drop
All
off.
right, y'all. We got to get to
Yeah,
these
yeah,
super
yeah. Keep
chats,
going.
y'all.
Keep going. Keep going.
We got to get to these super chats. First off, I want to salute to Austin Taylor. Austin Taylor became a member to start the show out. Shout out to you. I hope you've still been watching. I hope we haven't scared you away just yet. If we haven't, shout out to you. Also, I got to salute to all of our Hall of Famers. That includes Multi Kinney, Worldwide Mace Television, the chat,
Just left practice
not the
and
chat
came
MVP, but the membership MVP, Cheese, Bulletproof, my man Amir, the Veil Perspective, shout out to Veil, Small Boxes, Drago FC, DNE, MLV, Teddy Hart, Daleski, Rob Deer, Kingster, MH, and Daddy Pigs. Salute to all of y'all. I'm going to enjoy this whole week talking about what we need to talk about in our group chat, our exclusive Hall of Fame group chat. Also, too, this week, on Thursday, we will be doing the top 10 duos of all time. I can't wait to do that list. But the next super chat I got is from It's Chris John. It's Chris John said, my guy Brunson giving us his flu game with the 40 piece. I like us to take the chip even over Wemby. Talking about the NBA Cup championship. Love and OG Cat Hart and OG hooping. P.S. When the Cavs land in Vegas, chill?
When do they land in Vegas? Christian, you can't.
When are they going to Vegas?
I live in your mind rent free. I do. I swear, I live in the most expensive space in your house. You cannot not talk about me. You can't do it. You could try, but every time you try, it goes right back to me. You can't do it. And what you'll do is, this is for entertainment purposes. No, the hell it ain't. You need me. You can say that you don't, but you do. You need me. I'm a part of your life, brother. You need me.
Well, I think we all know now that Chill can't get his frustrations out on the playback platform unfiltered. You guys, this very chat on the panel is going to start getting toe up. Chill going to start letting y'all have it. And I ain't going to do nothing about it because y'all deserve it. James Tucker sent through a super chat and said, I think Steve Kerr needs to hang it up. Will Richard getting DMPs after starting? Random rotations. It's time, my guy. Steve Kerr need to.
The roster's probably not that good.
Yeah, the roster is not good. Like,
It's
I
incredible.
don't be knowing what y'all be wanting some of these coaches to do. Like, I'll be blaming these coaches for these mid-ass rosters. Like, who? Yeah, Real Richards was starting. Maybe that was part of the problem for this team from the get-go. Maybe that's part of
The Warriors
the same-
employ one guy taller than 6'9". Like, it's
That's
like
it. That's not going to get it done. That's not going to get it done. Well, two, Mars.
that guy's a 55th pick from last year. It's not like no
isn't
disrespect to
Post
Quentin Post.
6'9"?
He's been good. Who?
So Post and Al Horford is
Post is
6'10".
Post is the only guy who's above 6'9". He's 7 foot. Everyone else is 6'9" and shorter. Like everyone else. It's ridiculous. Like the team's tiny. And I don't think they drafted Quentin Post expecting their 52nd overall pick from last year to be their best big, dare I say. Al Horford's dealing with old man syndrome. He got what's he got? He dealing with, is it
sciatica.
old man? He got sciatica like Bond, right? Yeah.
Hey, I will say I
like,
completely missed on that in the offseason. I said Valanciunas, but I'd rather have Horford, and Valanciunas has been way better.
Yeah, like Al Horford, like goddamn, the guy like 30
And Ox tried to talk
like,
you off that ledge too, by the way.
Yeah, he did. No, he did.
Yes, he
no,
did.
you were right. He's saying you were right about Valanciunas. I was.
Right. Yeah.
Not saying you disrespected Al Horford.
Yeah, I would never.
But like, yeah, Al Horford, like
tried to
bad
talk
back
you
Al
off that ledge.
Horford, Kuminga, like we all like. Well, me and Real Talk have been very passionate. He shouldn't even be on the team. Like, there's no reason for him to still be there. They're having to put like Guy Santos in their rotation, who like shout out to him. But when people say there's no players in the NBA who would be in rotations if all they did was provide hustle, Guy Santos is in the Warriors rotation, and all he does is provide hustle. Like, so, like the roster is flawed. And then even beyond that, I'm saying they only have one guy taller than 6'9". once you get past like Jonathan Kuminga, Jimmy Butler's like damn near their tallest player.
I mean, how tall is Jace? Trace is
Trace is 6'9", but Trace is even a bit part rotation player. Like he's not even meant to be playing for real. Like if you're relying on Trace Jackson Davis backup minutes, that's a problem. Like Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green are like their biggest players because then they start going to like Buddy Hield, who's like 6'4", Pods is like 6'4", DeAnthony Melton is like 6'2", Steph is 6'3", Gary Payton the second is like 6'2".
Then they had the nerd that Dennis Schroeder to that roster last year too.
Like the team is just really small. It's not. And this was my one concern about the Warriors. I said, I think they can be good, but if they're not going to be good, I think the reason is their size is going to hurt them. And I think their size is hurting them. They're way too small. Maybe
and they can move off of JK in January, right? Or they got to wait till January?
I don't know I don't know the rules, but they can move off of him this season. I know that at some point.
Yeah, they might need to go get some size somewhere, but I don't know where.
For sure need to do that.
They're way too. Go call up the Nets. Try get Nick Claxton, a Dayron Sharp. Like you could probably get get those guys for cheap. You need some size on the roster. Like at some point.
Would Utah come off of Filipowski, even though Walker's not available this season?
Try.
Utah wouldn't. Utah was ready to give up.
Nick Richards. Go get Nick Richards. Something, please. Also, I'm trying to get Nick Richards off my team, but like, please, like just
go get Nick Richards. Wow.
All right, y'all. The next super chat I got is from Void Century YT. Void Century said, "Did Chill just start using words like apprehensive and trepidation? Okay, just now? You're not in the courtroom fighting for your freedom, Chill.
You don't like apprehension and trepidation? Should I be using words smaller than that so we can have better comprehension? Because I can do that. I can definitely dumb it down. So yeah,
you just wrong.
You a boss?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
The next super chat is from MP13 or MP134 now. MP said, Wemby treating Chet like a little boy every single time he sees him is the funniest part of the Spurs in OKC games. He just loves doing that.
I'm just better than this dude.
And every time it's hyperbolic, but we'll let it slide. It's cool.
100%. That's too much. But I just don't like the fact that y'all dudes talk about this dude and me in the same breath. Like y'all shouldn't be talking about him when you bring my name up. No, his name should not be talked about. Don't talk when you say my name, don't say his, because me and him ain't the same. No.
OG Team said, hear me out. If Brunson was 6'6", is he basically not Shea?
Is he basically not better than Shea?
Like stylistically, yeah. I said that.
Very,
I said that a while back. Like he is like a smaller, condensed version of Shea. Offensively.
Mm-hmm.
With just a much better three ball.
I love those type of conversations when it's like, if this guy was this size, how good would he be? Jalen Brunson would be the best player in the NBA. He'd be better than Shea if he was 6'6". I don't think people understand the difference between 6'1" and 6'6" on the basketball court. Mm-hmm. It's a huge difference. It makes things a whole lot easier.
And also, I don't think people really, really, really realize, like, them elite guys that are like 6'2" and under, or 6'3" and under, they're so ridiculously good at the sport. It makes absolute go. Hey, we were talking about Isaiah Thomas earlier. Catch Brom IT in an open gym somewhere. Man, please.
Those are good.
He is frying you.
Like you know the different type of stuff you can get off when you have, because if you're 6'6", I gotta assume your wingspan is gonna be longer too. You know what I mean? You're gonna be able to take longer strides. You know what I mean? Like the different touch that you can get off in the middle of the paint, the shots that you can get off over bigger defenders, it changes everything. And Jalen Brunson's already pretty much getting that off right now. So, and not only that, he can get up over the rim. Like he's coming through dunking shit. Like it's way different. Is he
playing above the rim at 6'6"?
He might not be playing above the rim like on some like freak athlete, but he'll be able to get yes, absolutely. That's 6 inches difference is crazy on a basketball court.
Oh hell yes it is, no doubt.
I mean Jalen Brunson can dunk already. You know what I mean? So, and he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You don't see him coming through dunking, but if he was 6'6", he would.
Mm-hmm.
Wemby averages 17 Chet, by the way. Just want to put that on there.
He averages what?
He averages 17 against Chet.
Here you go, box score watching.
There we go.
No, it was just funny. He little boys
bro.
every time. Yeah, averages
How much is Chet averaging against Wemby?
17.
Oh, pretty even.
No, to mention one shoots 53%, one shoots 44. But you know,
And let me guess who shoots 53%. That's not Wemby.
player. Yeah, the better player. You know, that's cool.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Man.
Yeah, he just little boys him every time. Yeah.
Nims Noseball said, as a Thunder fan, fair play to the Spurs. Wemby is incredible. I do think this team could give the Thunder problems with the guard play and Wemby.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the second round matchup. I bet.
They go out there and get like a big time wing, like not like a superstar, but like a Champagne upgrade or like a Sohan upgrade, who's now out of their rotation, by the way. They upgrade there, like Harrison Barnes upgrade. No disrespect to Harrison Barnes. That's like their next step up, I think, alongside like Wemby's progression and Dylan Harper and Castle and De'Aaron Fox still being De'Aaron Fox. That's their next step.
So upgrade Harrison Barnes to Giannis Antetokounmpo?
No. That's not even that much of an upgrade because I need shoot. So
if the season ended today, Swiper, they got the Lakers in round 1. Are they beating the Lakers?
Wait, what seed are they right now?
Oh, that's going
4-5. So the Lakers are out.
Yeah, I don't know how Real Talk feels about this, but I just want to prep that so because he can protect me from Lakers fans. I think I would probably say the Spurs might end up 4, Wolves 5, Lakers 6, maybe, but it could be flipped out of the way too. It could be Lakers 4, Spurs 5, Wolves 6. All of them are on pace to win like 53 or more games right now. So I don't really know how it's going to
Swiper. Wait a second. No way that you think that the Spurs could finish top 4.
Why?
Because once again, I remember before the season, in the offseason, I was telling you guys about a certain San Antonio team that was going to be better than all you guys thought that they would. I was telling you San Antonio would be a top 4 seed. I might have said top 3, though. I might have took it a little too far. However, now all of a sudden they good, and now everybody's just acting like it's
you're
not
addressing the wrong person. I was on board of that with you.
I was definitely lower.
This isn't at you, Swiper. This is me acknowledging that there were people up here telling me that the San Antonio Spurs wouldn't even make the playoffs. That Ron, we haven't even seen them do it yet. Can they at least make the playoffs? Yada 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 yada.
Dallas Mavericks. Cooper Flag.
I don't know if I said that. I think I said playing.
Cooper Flag, Magic Johnson. Watch ball.
Well, I don't know, Swiper. Why you playing? Dallas gonna mess around and get that 6 seed before it's all said and done.
Oh yeah, you're right. Dallas, when they trade Anthony Davis for what was it again, Mars?
You guys are gonna keep hating on Dallas like they aren't just subtly moving up the.
No, they are, right?
Quiet, Mars, please. Don't say a word.
They bet not trade AD. You know why? Because the Houston Rockets are the worst team in Texas.
Dallas is currently, to your point, they're 10-16, but they won 2 straight. They're 6-4.
They're 5-1 in their last 6.
Yeah, they won 5 of their last 6.
So ignore the 4-game losing streak before the 5-1 start. 5-1 in their last 6.
I'm on the basic stats right now. So
they got Utah tonight, who they're going to beat.
That's a win.
To be fair, they barely beat the Knicks.
But then here's the thing, Chill. So I don't know if you know this. The Nuggets are they have 11 wins on the road. Their NBA record is 16. The next road game they have Houston, Orlando, and then they have Houston again. They got Utah, and then they have Dallas on the road. They got to win that game. Okay. And after that, they got Toronto, Miami, Orlando, and then Cleveland. That's the next 4. So they can tie the NBA record, and then they can set the NBA record versus the Brooklyn Nets for the 17 straight road win. So, the Dallas is definitely losing that game. But the next 4,
That's not how that works. The NBA doesn't go off the Nuggets win streak.
It's going to happen, brother.
Fair.
As you were saying, Ron, I'm sorry.
All right, the next super chat is from Debo. Debo said, LaMelo about to throw a wrench in this KK. Next week, Kong going to be rapping and wearing chains and a grill.
What's wrong with Conker Nipple rapping, wearing chains, and a
Look at Ox. Ox, get him away from him now.
So Conker Nipple can't have hobbies?
Hell yeah. No, Mars.
Get him away. Not those hobbies, Mars. Get him
Oh,
away from him now.
sorry. Rap is just, oh my God, unacceptable.
Yes, they're the scum of the earth. I'm trying to tell you, he gonna be out there. Con Knipple gonna be hanging out with LeAngelo and shit. Like.
Which, by the way, really quickly, Ron, Mars, I saw. This is off topic, but I saw a preview of the Era Tour. This Taylor Swift chick is incredible. Holy shit!
Incredible at what?
This woman is fantastic.
At what?
Fantastic
Yeah, no,
at what?
please answer that question. Yeah,
At life.
No,
She
no,
has mastered the craft of living.
I'm talking about her on stage. I'm not talking about her on.
No,
I'm
she's
just talking about
a
her on
performer.
stage.
She's a performer. She is.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
no,
her on
I
want to
respect.
be
Look,
fair.
I respect Taylor Swift. I respect Taylor Swift. I don't think she's like a great artist. I think she's a great performer. I think she makes songs for her. She makes songs for her fan base, and she's
Which is
rocking.
the largest fan base of any
She's
fan
great.
base on the planet right
Right,
now.
right. She's great. She's hold on. She's great. She's great at marketing. We don't want to hear about Bad Bunny right now, Swiper. She's great. She's a great at marketing. She's doing her thing. She has the business world on lock. I respect Taylor Swift and what she does, but I'm not gonna pretend like I think she's an amazing artist or none of that.
All right,
But shout
so
out
we
to
don't
her,
got
though.
time to
Shout
get
out to
into
her.
a music
I know we
debate.
got
It's her, Michael Jackson, everyone knows.
Can you stop? Can you stop, please?
I got a super chat from OK3291. OK said Wemby said he could have come back earlier, but he said he just put trust in the medical staff.
From the top, Ron. Ron, one more time from the top, Ron. Take two.
Chill. I read the super chat. I'm not rereading. Wemby said he could have came back earlier. He put trust in the medical staff.
There we go. There we go.
That's what's up. Trust people to do their job.
That's
That's what's up.
He's not a doctor. Trust the people to do their job the same way that they trust you to go out there and play basketball.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Hey, chat. I didn't say that LaMelo was the scum of the earth. I said rappers are the scum of the earth. Relax.
So his brother is just the scum of the earth.
Is he really
Both
a
of
rapper? He made one song.
Two.
Hey,
I
did
think
you watch
two.
the Diddy
Maybe
documentary on Netflix?
Oh yeah, I watched it.
We need to do an Ox Court about that right now because I have some takes. We need to do absolute.
I don't know what I don't know what Ox Court is. Swiper.
What would be held in court right now anyway? I mean,
We gonna hold all the 19 from
he
real
looks
talk.
pretty guilty to me.
I know, but we need to talk about 1995 and on, what he was responsible for and what it's been swept under the rug. And I didn't even know legally. Real talk, I didn't even know they knew who did it. I had no idea. No idea they knew who did it. But nobody's been, yeah. So
Yeah, all that stuff is documented. Swiper.
I got a super chat from the People's 23. The people said Lou Sama, I wonder who that is, was selling with his 1-for-7 performance, and defense has been terrible. First round pick, anyone? Also, to the Black Caillou, quit speaking on my squad. Who's Lou Sama and who's the Black Caillou?
Lou Dort. He ain't stop it with the bullshit.
Am
Lou
I
Dort
guy
ain't
you
going
or
nowhere.
swipe? I'm done.
Swipe.
Lou Dort is going nowhere.
Swipe. Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Who's Caillou?
Lou Dort has not had a good season. Start because of injuries. Offensively, the limitations are still there. Defensively, he hasn't been as good. But like, I feel like part of it, I'm not gonna lie, OKC fans feel like they want to have something to complain about. That's really what it is. Like when your team is 24-2 and you don't lose games, and you have maybe the best player in the league, and then you have one of the best young cores in the league, and you've got all these guys performing, you want to feel like you have something that's just not going right on your team. And Lou Dort is like the closest thing they have to that. So it's like, Lou Dort, oh my God, like just shut up, accept that your team is great. And like, stop acting like you have struggles. You don't. Like, we're talking about the Warriors have no one above 6'9", and you're like, Lou Dort, like you can't just bring him on, put him on the bench. Oh, Kaysen could take a spot in this game. Oh, Caruso, like Lou Dort is not a problem for you, I promise. But it's cool. Like, shout out to you guys.
I got 3 Bentleys instead of
one the
4.
best
Yo, life
POAs
sucks.
of the league. Oh
Yeah,
my
like
God.
Lou Dort, man, he couldn't make a 3 tonight. Oh man, it's not like we have Kaysen who can come in. Oh, we need offense. AJ Mitchell. Caruso. Oh my God. What are we gonna do? Shut up. Like, that's what you're gonna do. Shut up.
I got 5
Go to
bedrooms in
Isaiah
this house.
Joe. I don't know what to tell you.
Give me a
Like,
break, Mars. I got 5 bedrooms instead of 6. We got to sell this house now.
you know how many options you have? Like,
The fuck is going on here?
J718 said, panel, Do you think Trey Murphy would elevate the Spurs for Vassell, or would you not entertain that type of trade?
What? No,
I like what they do.
no, they're too close. No, not absolutely not.
No,
I
ain't
will
doing
say
that.
Trey Murphy off the start in the season stinky. Just picked up. I will say he has picked up.
Mhm.
Shout out to Zion coming off the bench, by the way. Yesterday. Shout out to Zion coming off the bench.
Did he
was on his Wemby timing. Yeah.
I was watching that game
I-
against the Bulls, and I forgot he was on the floor. I did.
Yeah, he came off the bench. They won. I will say I still have my issues when it comes to Trey Murphy in terms of like the fact that his touch around the rim still leaves a lot to be desired. But like he is still like a big wing who can shoot it at a high clip, really good athlete above the rim, all of that stuff. So like he's still good, but I'm just definitely not as high on Trey Murphy as like some other people. But I do think in a context where he's off the ball, like not MPJ type, but like he's off the ball as a wing, scoring, cutting, all of that stuff. There is a lot of value in a wing of his size. He's like, I want to say Trey Murphy's like somewhere between 6'8" and 6'10".
Yeah,
I want to say that. I don't
He
know.
like 6. Yeah, he's 6'10".
Yeah, he looks
tall.
huge. So I don't know how tall he is, but yeah, I think he's good.
I would trade him
Who-
if you maybe Harrison and Sohan, whatever, bring him on that squad. I'm not getting rid of Vassell though.
Yeah, if I can get off like Sohan for like
He's about
Sohan and, like,
6'8",
something.
but he's long. He's 6'8", but
yeah,
long.
if I could give him like a Sohan-ish player,
Mm-hmm.
I'll package Carter Bryant in there too if you want to have potential. Like
Hey,
for a Trey Murphy, like I'll do that.
that bum can go.
Goon King forever said, Ox, how are people getting extorted by paying $10 a month when you used to pay $20 to $30 just for one album? Maybe
Never.
AI should replace our
Is that how
brains.
much they cost?
Never.
When were CDs ever $30?
Never.
CDs were $20.
I thought they were like.
They were
I thought
20.
they were like
They were like
10.
11.
All
I
thought they were like 10. I thought they were
on
like 10.
Tupac's double album was
Bro,
Tupac's
that's
double album. I think it
1996.
was $15. His double album.
No, but
It was
the
$15.
CDs in 2000.
I've
were
never
$20.
paid $30 for a CD.
Yeah, CDs were $30.
That's American price. And
It
I
was
knew
never
it was
$20.
like-
The CD
I-
was
I paid
$10.
like 10.
$9.99.
Even
$11.99.
now, I'll go.
Like 10.
I'll go on Amazon like to buy like albums or something. I'll order an album. And those are more. Those might be like $21, $22 or something like that now. But I've never paid that much for an album. Like I remember when the documentary dropped. It was like $9.99.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I
Shout
thought.
out to
10,
Doc.
Yeah, 10. I ain't.
It was
Man,
10,
CDs
20,
were not that.
$30.
Shout out
You
and
can
shout
buy
out and
CDs
shout out
back
and shout out
then
and shout out to
for
the
$5.
game. I see y'all on Twitter hating on him, but y'all gotta understand game's top 10 dead or alive, and he clears Kendrick Lamar.
Top 10.
Crazy.
Top 5.
We don't even have to get into that foolishness.
Please not have to get into that
But
foolishness.
the game
Trying
is
to
definitely
compare
elite.
Kendrick.
The
trying to
game,
compare
the one
game
who was on NBA 2K, that one.
Yeah.
Trying
The
to
game?
compare the game to
Oh, yeah,
rappers.
I've learned Ox. I'm not
You
gonna
know,
lie
top
to
10.
you.
He was on the NBA 2K23.
I have a lot
big
of
part
respect for
story.
Ox. But every time Ox opens
He
his
got- he
mouth
went
about
back.
music, I know for a fact he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Swiper.
Not
That's
even
because
alone.
you did. That's because
I'll
you
leave it
didn't listen
alone.
to the documentary and the Doctor's Advocate.
I listened to all
you
of it.
didn't listen to
I was
LAX. You didn't listen to
extremely
the
high in
Red
the
album.
game.
You didn't listen.
I
You
listened
didn't
to all
listen
of
to.
it.
You
No,
didn't
no,
listen
real
to
talk, by the
Jesus
way.
Peace. You
This is
wasn't
why this
listening
is
to
not
Born.
known.
You
This is
wasn't
not known.
listening to Born to
After
Rap.
that Red
You
album,
wasn't
you know
listening to none
what
of
the
that.
game was doing? So the documentary in the Red
You ain't
album.
I don't care what he was doing. You ain't listening to none of that. You ain't listening to the Doctor's Advocate. That's
fell
the thing.
into a
The
ditch.
doc,
You ain't
the
listening
doc,
to
when,
92.
the Doctor's Advocate and when West Side
Yeah, hey,
Story
by the way, by the way.
hold on, Swipe, because I need you
You
to
ain't listening
understand
to
this.
300 bars
Now,
and running.
Tell me
Swipe,
that
wait,
Massacre
Swipe.
was better than Get Rich or Not Trying or something
Swipe,
like
there's
that. Go
no,
ahead, let me
there's
hear
no,
it.
no. Get Rich or Not Trying was better than Massacre for sure. The Massacre was hard though. But what I'm saying is when the Doctor's Advocate dropped, it wasn't speaking to your soul. You wasn't listening to it. You just listen to it again, Swiper. Listen to it again. You should have
All
listened
right,
to it in real time.
Hey,
when it
respect.
dropped.
I'll take any one of Kendrick Lamar since 2011 over any of those albums, but respectfully, respect to you.
crazy.
though.
Not any of them. Not any of them.
I'll take any of them.
'Cause
Well,
we
maybe
gonna
not
respect
22.
game.
Maybe not
And the
2022.
documentary
I'll
is
tell you
a
right
classic.
now. Damn,
The
damn,
documentary
and
is
this last album.
absolutely a classic.
To Pimp a Butterfly, damn, and this last album clear anything he's ever done.
To Pimp a Butterfly, no.
Yeah, it does.
And I would.
Absolutely.
I
Hey,
rock with
Ron,
To Pimp a
I ain't gonna
Butterfly,
lie, bro.
but nah.
Even as a Kendrick fan, bro, I do
Nah.
think, bro, y'all be gassing that out, bro. I'm sorry.
Y'all.
To
be
Pimp a
Yeah,
Butterfly
yeah.
was dope. It was dope. It's
So
not better than the
you're
doc.
asking. You're asking
It's not
somebody
better than
that.
the doc.
You're asking somebody that.
He's
that-
never
that
dropped
listens-
anything better than the documentary. Never.
You don't. Again, I'm not talking about. Don't talk about. Just leave him alone. Leave him alone.
I'm
'Cause you think-
talking to the people,
think-
Swipe. I'm talking
you
to the
think R.
people. That's
Kelly-
who I come to
You
talk
think
to.
R. Kelly was one of them ones like that, like MJ? That's you. You do.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Swiper. No, Swiper. No, I don't. I need you to don't misquote me. I don't think he's one of them ones.
Are you defending Mr. Kelly?
No, listen, Ron. Listen, I don't think he's one of them ones like MJ. I think R. Kelly clears MJ.
Who's MJ?
Michael
No,
Jackson.
stop. Don't tell him. Don't let him troll y'all. He
When
knows
I
who
say
that
Taylor
is.
Swift, I'm the bad guy.
All right.
All right, well,
Both
I
of
got to
y'all.
run a poll. Who's better, Taylor Swift or R. Kelly? Who's the real GOAT? But
Lock in, chat. Lock in.
Hold on, before I get to that, I'm going to read this next super chat. My man Masinko sent through a super chat and said, someone on this stage said Fox was a better defender than Jalen Suggs. This one, Swiper?
Yeah, he doesn't know what he. Again, she'll watch them games like this.
This was 2 years ago, by the way, when I said that.
Bird Box.
This was last year
Okay, which was
in the summer, going into the season. When you said Julius Randle was better than Victor Wembanyama, it happened at the same time.
And I said that based on what I seen the year before, which was 2 seasons
when
ago.
he had a bad defensive year.
So
where the defense was in the
It
mud for the
was
Kings.
still untrue. I don't know what to say. It was still untrue.
there you have it.
Yeah,
So,
De'Aaron's nice.
Chill, I'm with you on the
he's still
49ers
not all
propaganda.
defensive caliber.
I'm against you on the De'Aaron Fox propaganda.
and as you can. And Ron, I got to bounce, but before I go, I just want to say really quickly, 30 years ago today, I became a Papa Bear. Happy birthday, Terrell Christine. I wish you 30 more. Absolutely, no doubt about that. And when I said that I watched the Warriors live, I don't mean that I watched them on television, brother. I was actually there.
Eat it, Ada.
There. Yeah, I was really
Ada,
there
you
when
can
it was
eat
going,
it.
so, yeah. So, fellas, I got to bounce. I'll see you dudes tomorrow, no doubt.
All right, chill.
chill.
All right.
Y'all take that jersey off and wash it.
Eat it, hater.
Oh, man. All right, y'all. Jordan Reed is next up with the super chat. By the way, that poll is running. Who's the GOAT musician? R. Kelly or Taylor Swift? All right, Jordan Reed said Colin Knipple dropped 29 points on the disappointing Cavs as the Cavs lost their 3 games. Also, Mobley is out for a couple weeks with a calf strain. This calf strain shit is crazy, y'all.
Yeah,
All
another
over the
one.
league. Yeah, it's an epidemic.
It is.
You know
R.
why?
Kelly's
Because
clears Taylor Swift, by the way.
Yeah, it's crazy that we. No, what it is, you know what is? I just don't think. See,
You guys aren't.
when we was in middle school, our goal was like, I want to dunk. Like I want to dunk. I want to dunk. So what we used to do, we used to walk around on our toes. We used to do, 25 calf raises in the shower each leg. You know what I'm saying? We used to do mad calf raises. We used to do everything just to try to build up our ankles and calf area because we wanted to dunk. And I don't know if kids are doing that type of stuff anymore. Hey, y'all remember them little shoes at the platforms on the toes that people was getting to try to walk to build their calves up?
jump
Bro,
soles.
what was that program
Right.
that we had, Ox?
Jump soles?
The jump program.
I
was like-
can't remember.
It was like
Air-
500.
like
You had to
air
get a
raid or
stool.
something like
You had to
that?
get a stool. There were 500 jumps a night. Then you had to do the other stuff. I did that for years.
No,
Still they had
Thunder. I
those
was
guys.
not
We good
6'3" in
to
middle
do.
school. I was like 5'9" in middle school. Yeah, but
Yeah.
What did you
Yeah.
get your growth spurt?
Yeah.
like I started really growing like after 8th grade, 9th grade. When I got to high school, I was like 6'1", and then I started growing a lot freshman and sophomore year.
See, that's why I always got guard skills because he wasn't always tall. Like mad tall.
Does he?
Yeah. Some guards.
Don't
Does
I?
he?
Teeny bit.
Ron, stop playing, bro. Let's just keep moving. Because what I'm discovering more and more every Sunday when I go to the MAC and hoop is that boy, do I still got it.
Hey, you
Yes,
guys
you know
do know
what?
me and
Yes.
Oxford's gonna play in 2 different tournaments. So he plays for this weak ass Portland team
Weak ass
in Portland,
All right.
and I play for this fly ass team in Seattle. And we're gonna play against each other's teams if they make it to the championship in March and in April.
Well,
It's
I
March
know how to
and
guarantee
June,
your
bruh.
team.
It's March
Hey,
and June.
I know how to guarantee your team, Ron, does make the championships. They don't give you the ball for the layup with the game on the line. I'll tell you that much.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll
I'm
note
glad
that
we
and
brought
pass
this
that along.
up. I'm glad we brought this up because I came across a clip and I don't appreciate how I think people trying to take credit for my boy Ox, right? So I'm watching Gil's Arena, shout out to Gil's Arena and them, and they react to a clip from Nightcap with Shannon and Ocho, shout out to them as well. And Ocho talking about, hey man, he's saying this like it's his bright new idea. Hey man, I think we should do like a podcast, so we should get together with all the podcasts and go around and play different sports, and we can hoop. You know, we can go around hooping. I've been saying that for the past 6-8 months, bro, maybe a year. He been on this type of time. So, by the way, FYI, I'm just saying I got PC top 3 against everybody. That's including Gil's
and
Arena.
not 3 or 2.
That's including Gil's Arena. If y'all want to go Gilbert, Nick, Brandon, I got Ron, Shaq, Dale, Ops. We can, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
And you too, real talk. You too.
Hey, hold on. I'm getting to my count. 520 as well. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Marcus and Jeff, y'all want to go against Ron and Shaq and them? Be my guest. And then on the back end talent, me and Swipe, we can handle the niggas like B Hen and them. You know what I'm saying? B Hen and them. Me and Swipe, we got them type players. You know what I'm saying? We'll lead the professionals to the professionals. But them side quest niggas, me and Swipe, we got them. Yeah.
Now,
what about
the thing about it is PC is full of hoopers though.
Yo,
like we are
facts.
full of hoopers. Even behind the scenes, JD can still ball. Don't forget J-Rob can hoop too. You know what I mean? Don't forget Drench. Like we got hoopers though. Trust me, I didn't even know they hooped like everybody else on from press box. We are full of hoopers. That's why I always be saying like somebody come on, let's get it in. And then Delsky got me back in the gym full time. I'm back in the gym full time 6 days a week. So I'm trying to hoop.
Now, Ox, if Delsky do beat you 1-on-1, we subbing you, and we sub, and we add Delsky.
Come on, Delsky.
Hey, Delsky, play me from my spot. I'm about that.
All right, y'all. Start. Whoa.
And we got hoopers in the chat too. That's what they don't know. We got chat hoopers too.
Nick,
Nick, I was talking about my man Gabe.
Hey, Nick,
you know,
play me
Nick
from my
already got his
Nick, play me from my spot.
Gabe be hooping. Hey, we'll call Dub back up too. Dub can hoop a little bit. I think I'll play it.
I mean, if we are gonna call up old hoopers, you know, I know a guy that stays on an island somewhere down south. You know, one of the tropical islands.
Well, he got to run this 1v1 first to get on the team. It's a tryout. He got to come. He still got to catch this. Holla at your tag team partner, Morris.
All right, y'all. Start Wolves said the Jokic barbs in the media have now began to transfer its hate to Wemby because he said Giannis and Shea are the best. You must praise their king or else.
Oh, the Nicki Minaj barbs. Now I got it. Okay. Yeah, the Minaj barbs.
Stands are going to take everything as a slight against their player. Like, it is what it is. It's not new to Jokic.
Do you see Alex Caruso got on Twitter, Mars, defending the foul?
I've been seeing he getting ratio crazy. Shout out to Caruso though.
Watching OKC and their players complain about refereeing is
Caruso got fouled.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't.
As long as we can. Hey, he definitely got fouled. I'm just playing that. He definitely.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
So Stranger Things Volume 2? Is that what we're I think that's what he's referencing right here.
Oh, really?
Why
that's right.
Why they not just release? Right? Yeah, why they not just release
what?
all at once? Why they not just release all at once?
I think it's 3 parts.
Cause that's smart business acumen. That's what you're supposed to do.
I would have watched it all at once.
You see?
I
still watch it all.
No. I haven't watched part 1 at all.
Build up the hype.
Nope, I don't want to do that. I want to binge. I'm setting aside a day. I'm gonna have planned in a day. I'm gonna have Volume 1. I'm gonna watch Volume 2, and then maybe wait for Volume 2. But I'm definitely watching Volume 1 and 2 together. So I'm gonna do it all on one day.
It's not healthy to binge
Stranger
like
Things.
that.
I mean, that's what we do.
I got to do that too because I've never watched that show, but people saying like it's really good and stuff. So I guess I'll try to tap into it.
All right, the next super chat is from Dimhands88. Dimhands said, "Do y'all think the Mavs will be a top 8 seed in the West before Kyrie even comes back to the court? Impressive after the start they had."
Yeah, I could see.
I doubt it. It's possible, but I doubt it.
All they have to do is pass the Wolves, right? Or not the Wolves. I'm tripping.
They're
the Grizzlies.
10 right now. They're 10th right now.
The Grizzlies
They
are
got
the
past
Grizzlies.
the Grizzlies and the Warriors. They got past the Grizzlies and the Warriors. Right now, we'll see if the Suns drop off as well. Grizzlies, Suns, and Warriors.
They're better than the Grizzlies. So
And
yeah,
you know,
the Grizzlies are another team that just can't stay healthy. So that's problematic. But yeah,
what's actually funny about Dallas, you never, somebody getting hurt is never a blessing per se, but Derek Lively now being hurt, and now AD kind of just is the 5. Yeah, and not doing that 4 gimmick kind of is definitely beneficial for the team. Not gonna lie.
All right, Jokic GOAT 1, 2, 3, 4 said Wemby said he thinks the only player that is better than him is 34 on a French stream because it was his favorite player and the only one he didn't outplay head to head.
When do y'all play Jokic head to head?
When they won that game.
Didn't Jokic have like 46 that game?
Devontae Graham.
That game. Well, second half, yeah, for sure. He went crazy.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't believe that. I think that cost. Am I wrong, Mars? I think that game cost the Nuggets the title that year because they would have been on the other side of the bracket.
Minnesota in the second round, and
maybe Jamal gets a little healthier through the second round because he has to play versus the same kind of defense, and that's just tough.
Yeah, what is
this?
this
And Devontae not even in the league no more. And he changed.
No, he's not.
He might change.
Is that his biggest moment ever?
No, he hit like a full court shot.
He did. That's right, game winner. I remember that.
So that was 20. That was 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Harrison did one last year, right? Did that have
the Warriors?
Did that have any implication on y'all?
No, that was the Warriors game or the Clippers. Who was that? Because that sent the Warriors.
It was against the Warriors. It was against the Warriors.
And that sent them down behind the Clippers.
It was his revenge.
Okay, so that didn't change anything in the seedings for y'all or anything?
Not us, but it did for the Warriors. I think that put them below the Clippers, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Dre knows ball said, "Why are we acting like the Suns' defense is trash? They have shown many times they make it difficult for superstars. Luka needs to be better, but zero bench."
Yeah, I mean, we're not the greatest of benches. Jake LaRavia, Jordan might have ended up being right about that. Guy kind of stinks. Can't hit an open shot to save his life. Have to play Vando now because, defense and whatnot and rebounding. And then, Luka can't drive by anybody. So, fairs.
Well, but y'all,
Bron on that bench unit looked quite fine yesterday, so I don't know.
They did.
Yeah, you put Bron out there with a bench unit, they look fine. But all of a sudden, no bench, I guess. Shout out to Rui Hachimura, still starting in the NBA somehow. Shout out.
And also shout out to R. Kelly for cleaning up on that poll. Salute to him.
We're not the right. You guys aren't the right audience. You guys don't know. It's cool. Yeah. Run that poll anywhere else on the planet. It's like 95.5. But this is incompetent audience. So.
You know where you at, Mars?
Yeah, wrong.
Check your demographics, brother.
Yeah.
The People's 23 said, "Big L for RT. For trying to agenda push, needs to worry about the guy in LA."
I think you're talking about when I brought up Shea. I wasn't trying to agenda push. I was feeling the temperature of the room. And unfortunately, the bald-headed man that now resides in Atlanta may actually have a real point when it comes to our energy being different for one particular person.
Well, I think real talk, I think we can admit, but maybe this is
if this show had a Shea stand, I think we'd be more.
No. It does. It's called Pin. He is the Shea stand.
But he's like a Shea stand, but he also prefers Jokic to Shea. No, so it's not the same. If we had a Shea stand who was as passionate as the Jokic stand.
No, because when Scotty is his guy, now everybody is anti-Scotty, kind of. Not literal.
Yeah, but that's the point. When there's
he said Shea's better than Kobe last year, halfway through the season.
Yeah, but that's more. He's a Kobe hater. When there's a stan who is heavily invested in that player, what we do on this platform, when that player doesn't play great.
Giannis,
you're right.
That's what we're gonna do.
There are several.
This show needs to employ a Shea stan who isn't. Oh yeah, I love Shea, but I still think Jokic is better. We need a Shea stan who is like,
no,
Shea the best guard since Michael Jordan. That's what he's saying.
Better than Mike. Don't.
We need that he's better than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan couldn't do this in today's game. That's what we need. We need a Shea stand like that. So then when Shea has not great games,
there's three people up here who think
you spin more.
There's three of them. Right here, and then further to the right. Remember, real talk. This is how nasty Ron is. He waited all year, and then he said that he thought that Giannis had a better season than Jokic last year in the quiet of the night. And quiet of the night. Hadn't heard that all year. You say Jokic should win MVP. And then you say Giannis had a better season last year. So he's a stand. That far guy in the right in the Seattle spring, in the spring jersey, that's a stand. We have plenty of them. The issue is, Mars, you just don't want to be honest about it. Some of it is the Nuggets, is Jokic agenda people fault. I get it. I'm saying that is part of the issue. They're just not held to the same standard because they're just collectively just not. Jokic does so much more. So when people see he has like, oh, not amount of rebound, not amount of point, not amount of assist, and they have bad moments, it's like, oh, well, look at him, he sucks. Or Derek Queen got off again. Did we see anything, by the way, real talk? De'Aaron Fox getting offered SGA? No. Have you seen the isolation numbers on Basketball Index about Shea defensively on the perimeter this year? Anybody bring it up? No. You know what?
Well, that's not fair, Swipey.
It doesn't matter.
You know he can't guard De'Aaron Fox, bro. Like, come on.
Okay, but so Jokic's not guarding
He's not that great
look at his weight
defender in general.
But I mean, wait, but Swipey, you know what, Swipey? I could do it. I could convert. I could be the Shea stand up here. I could do it. Just give me a little time.
No.
Man, you just said if Jalen Brunson was 6'6", he'd be better than Shea. You're not gonna.
Yeah, well, no. If he was 6'6", he'd be better than everybody.
Yeah, but you're not gonna make the cut. That's not acceptable. Like you can't.
They'll
can't say
forget
that
about that if you don't bring it up. If you don't bring it up anymore,
no, you
they'll
can't
forget
say
about
that
it.
and be the Shea representative. It doesn't work that way. You can't do that.
All right.
We need a real.
And now there's Wemby. Nobody's going to be anti-Wemby though because it's Wemby, except for Football Breakdown, who's like, "Yeah, didn't win anything yet." Like,
no, there are some people. There are some anti-Wembyers.
Yeah, that definitely is. I remember there'd be people who'd be like, I don't know if Hanzo is still active in the chat. He anti-Wemby for sure. He's been trying to get this Wemby hate watch off for a minute. So like, there are anti-Wemby
for
people
good
out there.
for good
like
reason though. For good reason.
Hey, y'all better get it off while you can, because boy, I'm telling you, the league got about 2 years max. I really say I'm really giving them to the rest of this season. It is up in San Antonio.
If he's not made of glass, yeah.
It might be. It actually might be, man. What he did against OKC is that was like, yeah, you know what? This nigga could have had.
Well, you know how bad it is after Yoke had that 46, 22, and 8 game. People were like, well, they can't guard bigs anyway. That was I'm saying, bro. Like, it just depends on who you are. Now everybody gets the same hate. Now everybody gets the same love. You know, Wemby has universal love as he should be. As he should.
All right, we got a super chat from, you guessed it, Anna Monica Studios said, can you guys rank these 5 players at their peak? Shaq, Kobe, MJ, LeBron, Magic. Who wants to do it?
I'll stay out of this, y'all.
Are we doing single season peak, multi-season peak? What are we doing?
3-year peak.
If you do single season pick, if you do season season pick, it's really gonna suck because Bron will really be 5th, and the chat will hate you forever.
Okay.
All right. Well, I know who's 5th.
If it's single season peak, I got Shaq 1, MJ 2, Bron 3, Kobe and Magic not in these talks. I don't know. Flip him. I don't care.
Please.
I've seen 06 with my 2 eyes.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ron.
Yeah, but that's because you weren't alive to see 87. You weren't alive to see 87. And then 3-year peak, I got MJ 1, Bron 2, Shaq 3, Kobe 4, Magic 5.
Distant 4 and 5.
Shaq.
Yeah, that's still not in these talks. That's still not in these talks.
Not distant at all.
That's still not in these talks.
Who do you think Kobe's close to Shaq?
Kobe's better than.
You think Kobe peaked higher than Shaq? You
in this conversation,
right,
Shaq is
wait.
No.
one.
Hey, real talk. What do you say? Wait. Hey, all right, y'all. We out. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah. Look, I'm just saying what? Like player for player?
Peak for peak. That was the question. Peak for peak.
Shaq is number 1 any way you put it.
1 year peak, I got Shaq.
If you doing peak like impact, then yeah, Shaq better than Kobe. But like,
man, we having a conversation.
Who a better basketball player? Kobe. All right.
So
Kobe, if we ranking them off best basketball players when they're at their best, is Kobe, Bron, Mike, Shaq, Magic.
What sport was Shaq playing?
I'll accept it.
You said what?
What sport was Shaq playing, if not basketball?
Man, look, I'm saying better basketball player, bro.
Real talk.
Shaq and Mike are 1 and 2 every time.
Of yours, brother.
I'm on my Kenyon Martin, Rashad McCants. Leave me alone. I'm talking about basketball.
This gimmick is bad. This gimmick is bad.
This is not a bad gimmick.
Ain't no way you gonna have Kobe 1 by MJ 3. Okay.
Kobe, Bron, MJ, Shaq, Magic. Sorry.
Nah, I do. I probably have peak Kobe over Magic. To be fair, I probably do. But that's still distant 4 and 5. Like
who did everything
MJ
better than Kobe the way Kobe did it? but he's behind Kobe.
He didn't do
He
everything.
ain't do
better than
everything,
Kobe.
man.
He
He
did not
did
do
everything better than Kobe.
No,
He didn't do everything, bro.
No, he did
Everything.
not. No, he did
Everything.
not.
Went left,
He didn't do
went
everything.
right.
No.
Went
No.
left. Michael Jordan.
Better than Kobe? Yeah, you're correct.
Went left.
Matter of fact, Kobe's peak, if we had to do peak for peak right now, Kobe's peak wouldn't even be top 4 in the league currently.
All
You
right,
need
man.
to
Come
get
on,
off.
Embiid,
Come on, y'all.
Embiid,
Mars,
We didn't even talk about Embiid against the Pacers. It's cool, man. It's cool. You know, it's cool. It's cool.
Hey, 39 points. 39 points, right?
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Isaiah
It's all right.
Evans sent through a super chat and said it's crazy. The so-called Lakers fan on his knees for the Spurs. But same record as the Lakers, and we beat them with Wemby.
So they've been winning games without their best player, which I mean, you could say, you know, the Lakers won a few games without Luka, which is fair, but I wouldn't on my knee. I'm just giving them their credit. I think they're a better team. I have not swayed. I came into the season thinking the Lakers weren't that good, and I have seen nothing to change my mind. Y'all want to use that record against them boo-boo teams that we didn't beat? Cool, whatever. I'm pretty sure De'Aaron Fox wasn't playing the game against the Spurs either, but you know, fairs. If you believe that Luka Doncic is playing at a top 3 level in the world right now, hey, prayers to you, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. Salute.
Meja, I think this is your name. Meja or Meja Jackson? I'll just call you Mr. Jackson. M. Jackson said, so why do we never speak on the hacking that this OKC's all-time great defense does, then cry about a fall? I think I meant to say foul. Then cry about a foul at the end of the OKC versus Spurs game.
Okay, so he's just airing out his criticisms on life in general because none of us cried about the call at the end of the game for Alex Caruso, and none of us have ever said OKC don't hack. So he's just taken out his anger with the NBA community and not us, because that has nothing to do with us. In fact, this platform probably says OKC foul all the time. And no one complained about the Caruso misfoul until I pointed out 10 minutes ago that Caruso got fouled. And even then, it wasn't me complaining. In which Real Talk said, I don't care. So I don't know what to tell him. Yeah, I don't know what he's complaining about.
Yeah, shout out to linebacker Lou and the Legion of Boom over there in OKC, man. Yeah, I know y'all get away with a lot. So stop bitching and moaning when y'all get a little foul or two, man. It's gonna be all right.
Hey, Bell, tell me what Kobe do better than SGA right now in chat.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Bell, don't even worry about it, bro.
Knicks fan forever said top 5 Christmas movies. I got Home Alone 1 and 2, Never the Third, or You Are a Degenerate. The Grinch, Love Actually, and Miracle on 34th Street.
Well, actually,
Yo, hey, what's crazy is Home Alone 3 was actually hilarious, bro.
funny story, Ox.
It's not touching one or two.
You are a degenerate, Ox.
But you know what? Home
That's
Alone
a fact.
3.
I am, but Home Alone 3 was hilarious.
Do you know it came out the exact same time as what an all-time great movie? And my parents, at the time, my family bought 2 tickets. They bought one for Home Alone 3 for me to see by myself if I wanted, but then they made me start Titanic with them. And I stayed in the theater to watch Titanic, and that ended up being
Home Alone 3 came out after Titanic, didn't it?
No, I think they were in the movie theater at the same time. Well, it was the Home Alone with the other kid, right? You know what I mean? Like
it was a different kid. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know Home Alone 3 was that old. I thought Home Alone 3 came out a little later than that. That's what's up.
What's y'all top 5 Christmas movies though?
Hey, is Trading Places a Christmas movie?
Home Alone is number 1.
Ron, is Trading Places a Christmas movie?
Oh, you never seen Trading Places?
Yeah, you have with Eddie Murphy and.
I watch basketball.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. You know what? I think that might count as a Christmas movie. Now that I think on it, Swiper. Trading Places.
Yeah, that's probably up there, bro. I'm not gonna lie to
that.
y'all. Yeah, that Home Alone 1 and 2.
Hey, you know what's up there, Swipe, bro?
Far
hey, this Christmas is starting to become
the one with Chris Brown.
It's starting to become a classic.
You don't got to do this right now, bro.
I won't. But now, what's the one with Tika?
Tika Sumter?
Yes.
The Medea movie?
I don't think it's a Medea movie. I know it got.
She had a Christmas movie.
I love it.
Yeah, it's Medea Christmas, something like that.
Nobody's Fool, Ride Along, Sonic. Medea Christmas. Yeah, Medea Christmas 2013. Man, I used to love me some Tika Sumter, then I feel like she ain't.
What? tell me about it. Hey, but you know what? You know another.
I thought she's married.
But I can't even concentrate. We start talking about Tika. Let me lock in. Shit. oh. Do you know the good one, Swiper? With Nicolas Cage, where he was like the rich
Family Man. That is a phenomenal movie, bro.
That's the one, bro. That's the one.
I think that's his best movie ever. Personally.
Well, Bad Lieutenant is crazy. That's I love that movie.
Family Man. Have you seen that? Real talk.
What?
Family Man. The Family Man. The Family.
If I were you.
I would take the next 10 days, spend some time. It's probably free on YouTube. You can find it. It's legitimately a phenomenal,
great movie.
Great watch.
Nicolas Cage is just so underrated.
I'll come back and give you guys a review.
What's your favorite movie? Next Friday? Is it next Friday for you, Ron? Or Friday after next is the Christmas one, right? Friday after next is the Christmas one.
More Than a Game.
More Than a Game. That's not a Christmas movie.
More Than a Game. I never said a Christmas movie. He said your favorite movie.
More Than a Game is your favorite movie?
Yeah, man, it was like
that
the LeBron documentary.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm sorry, Ron. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you, brother. You need to watch better movies.
That's not even good.
That was the greatest. That was the greatest movie about
terrible.
You can say a documentary. That one sucks. Like I'm just being real.
Shout out More Than a Game, dog. For real. But we got a couple new.
And you know what, bro? You know. Speaking of movies, I just want to say this because it came across my timeline yesterday, and I've been trying to get this off for years. But in the movie Baby Boy, I want y'all to understand that Jody was a victim
of the system. Yep.
Jody, no. He was a victim the whole movie. Like y'all, they wanted to paint him as the villain so bad, and he was a victim.
Yeah, he was of the system.
Watch the movie. Go ahead, Ron.
Who's victimizing him?
The system. Jody wanted a job. He then started selling dresses. Ran into. Remember this thing? I fit my into this at the barbershop. He's on the road macking.
It said $40.
Hey, I'm telling you. Hold on. I'm telling you right now, Ox. That girl that he ran up in the house with, bro, I said,
woo! Pandora? Shit!
We got some new YouTube
members. He said, I can't do this shit. Jody, you tripping. You better, you supposed to be hitting that. But nah.
Eli the Misfit
you got to remember,
became a YouTube member.
Ron, Jody was 19 in that movie. They tried to make it seem like bro was in his late 20s living off his mama. Like he was 19 in that movie. Yvette was in her late 20s and then left his son at the house with them thugs.
You know what? You might be cooking up.
I am cooking.
And Yvette
Jody was a young boy.
Yvette let him live with her.
Ron, go ahead, Ron. And
Eli the
was bad
Misfit
too. But go ahead.
Became a YouTube member. Shout out to Eli the Misfit. Ray Indeed 100 became a YouTube member as well. I got another super chat from Trey Lett. Trey Lett said, "Swiper, please take Jerry Jeudy back in them."
Respect my favorite wide receiver, please. You guys slandering him for a bad pass. We not doing this. Yeah.
Mars, please. What?
When it's Jerry Jeudy, my favorite wide receiver of all time. Yeah. Just
he's making it up. He's making it up.
So random.
Who does Jerry Jeudy play for, Mars? Who he play for?
Browns. That was a bad pass. It was a bad
Charles
pass.
Barkley.
I know Jerry.
Do you follow NFL.com on Twitter now?
I've been told people years ago Jerry Jeudy is my favorite player in the NFL. I don't know what to tell you.
Shout out Jerry Jeudy, man.
Who's the equivalent? Who's the equivalent of Jerry Jeudy in the NBA? That like TJ McConnell? Oh, that's your TJ McConnell. All right, I got you.
I guess disrespecting my GOAT because the pass was behind him. Fuck you.
Oh, what?
There you have it. Keep Jerry Jeudy's name out your mouth.
Yeah.
Goon King Forever said, also my boy Lucas, that 18 months of patience about to pay off. And they better not kill off the GOAT Steve. Jonathan can go. The hell is he talking?
Oh, he's talking about Stranger Things. What
is he
talking about? No,
shout out to my
take it down.
Shout out to my GOAT Steve, man.
Talking about?
See, Swipe, you should have never told the people that you was waiting. They're gonna try to spoil it for you.
No, but I'm cool. I'm waiting on a lot of stuff. You're right, but I'm not as emotionally tied into Stranger Things though. Because I would have watched it by now if I was like,
Got you.
Yeah, Trading Places is a great movie, Ron. You should watch it. I know you don't love like pro black movies, but like it's a really, really good movie. Really good movie.
You know what?
Joint
You know
Places
what? I'll
is
watch
fire.
it tonight. so I
Ron,
can
matter of
go to
fact, your
sleep on time.
favorite movie, 2 black movies ever are probably Don't Be a Menace and shoot, what's the next one?
Nigga said, "Do we have a problem?"
No, that's the wrong one. That one is, I hate that movie.
All right, y'all. Hey, if 50 Cent need to leave that boy alone. All my man Marlon did was come and speak a little bit of truth. 50 out here bullying people. All he said was karma is real. But
50's
anyways,
a bully. That's what he do. That's all right.
Crow Legend 23 said
Said,
Mars and
Ron,
Real
you love
Talk.
Baps? That's crazy. Go ahead. My bad.
Mars and Real Talk. Who's better for the Lakers in 2026? Is it Flory Bidunga or Patrick
Nagumba.
Gongba? Hey, Ox, the beam will light again if Sat gets Caleb Wilson. Yeah, who's better at it?
He's talking about draft prospects.
Yeah.
I'm definitely the wrong person to ask. I know one of them is Cambuza's teammate at Duke, and the other one plays alongside Darren Pearson. So, like, if you watch Cambuza and Darren Pearson, you get to see those guys in terms of like what they bring. From what I like the Duke big. I think he's cool. But I don't do draft analysis, especially this early on in the year. I'm looking at Cambuza, Darren Peterson, and AJ. Everyone else, that's kind of out my wheelhouse. It's like, oh, I like this guy, but I don't have anything to tell you about those guys, and I'm not going to pretend I do. Just so, yeah.
Me either. I don't know them niggas.
I know one thing. It was some cat for Kansas. I can't remember his name, but I watched the whole second half. Darren Peterson, he got injured. So
he
was going ballistic. He was 8 for 14 from 3. It ended up going into overtime. He was balling though. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
I got a second super chat that just happened to repeat what the first super chat said. And this super chat is from Isaiah Evans. It said, it's crazy the Lakers fan is on his knees for the Spurs, but always be talking shit on the Lakers with the same record and beat them with Wemby. He told you.
Melvin Council.
Yeah, he cooked me. He cooked me twice.
Yeah, Melvin.
He was getting busy.
Twice, man.
We got a members chat from a Hall of Fame member. The membership MVP, Cheese, said, watching OKC players complaining about the refs is so pleasing to my eyes.
Now, that's true.
Irony.
Zenit, what'd you say?
Irony is what they call that in the business. Irony. Merry Christmas, man.
All right, so you know the peak irony that I saw this weekend, bro. The fact that Marcus has the gumption to have smart in his name is absolute.
That's crazy.
Bro, did y'all see when he threw the ball behind his?
That was insane.
Who does he think he is?
Shout out Grayson Allen for hustling back, though. Shout out to Grayson.
He thought it was showtime. I don't know what to tell you. He was like, yeah, let me cook up.
Then he went for the lane with 30-something. Like, bro, why are you fast breaking? We're up 1. Why are you doing this?
He saw opportunity to get 2.
Man.
Oh man, shout out to Marcus, man.
Zenin Foz said the NBA Cup is perfect. That game was beautiful.
Straight up.
Shout out to the NBA Cup.
Yeah, it was a cool game.
Maybe the NBA is not dead yet.
On life support.
Yeah.
I got another member chat from Steven914. Steven said, Broncos Nation, we suck, baby. Dub Seattle, L Denver. Unfortunately, Swiper couldn't be up here for that one.
Could you not disrespect the chat?
Why not? They disrespect Chill every day.
It's
called karma.
No.
Yeah, you brought
We're better than that, man. We're better than that.
You better than that. Speaking of karma and Chill, Mad Max Sports said Chill said he's giving Giddey a supermax. Get Ant to Atlanta for Trey, Dyson, and Zach.
Damn.
I don't know if I like. No. Especially if you're going to take the point guard away, you just run into the same problem.
Yeah, you got Jalen Johnson.
I watched the game.
What?
I watched
Point
the game,
Jalen. Point Johnson. Hey, I know another point guard last name Johnson. He was pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie. The more I watch Jalen Johnson, real talk saying that's what Magic would be in today's game is getting more and more disrespectful.
What?
It's getting more and more disrespectful.
Great in transition. Great.
You don't
in
need to go
post.
through the bullet points. I'm sorry. It's
Sorry.
more and more disrespectful by the game. It gets worse.
6'9", handling the ball.
Okay.
Shout out JJ. Gabe Too Funny said, did Mars already shed a tear for that Joel game?
I told you guys he was gonna have 30 against the Pacers. I'm not. You want me to a victory lap? Joel Embiid, he can still score the basketball. He had 13 rebounds against the Hawks yesterday. That was impressive.
How many points he had?
22. I think he had 22 and 13. Paul George at 35, by the way. Another guy who's also not washed. Shout out to Paul George. VJ at 26. Got cheered, but it's cool.
Anime Spurs fan with yet another members chat. Shout out to my man Anime Spurs fan. It's been a while since we got a super chat or just a members chat from you, but you've been around for 32 months. You are a staple in this community. Anime Sports fan said, like I said, go Spurs go. Hashtag WinVP. And no, y'all cannot have Stephon Castle. Spurs Nation, we can go back to being humble. ... Tim Duncan, top 5. And Manu, a top 5 shooting guard all time.
My man, spitting.
Manu closer to a top 5 shooting guard than Tim Duncan is to the top 5.
You know, if I speak, you know, it's real funny how Tim Duncan's like failures never get brought up, or you know what I'm saying, like
because he never failed. He never failed.
Yeah, number 1 seed losing to an 8th seed.
So what?
You know,
I've heard Dirk's number 1 seed losing to an 8 seed more than I have Tim Duncan's.
Way more. That's
just more. It's just 2 basketball numbers. It's 2 basketball teams. It's just 2 basketball teams playing each other.
I agree.
One win,
that's why I said
losing.
that's why it's funny that I've heard about Dirk's number 1 seed losing to an 8 seed more than I have Tim Duncan's.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't talk about that. I mean, let me not say they shouldn't talk about it, but to say that makes it a bigger deal, it's crazy. Tim Duncan is top 3 all time, sitting there at number 3 comfortably.
Top 3 all time, getting his
top 3 power forward for sure. He in my top 3. He in my top 3.
Yeah, power forwards.
No, sure. I mean on the list, Tim Duncan is the third greatest player that ever walked the planet Earth. He's number 3.
But I'll still put him top 3 power forward just out of respect. I'll put him top 3 power forward.
Yeah, Tim Duncan number 3, and Manu is probably number 5 shooting guard. I think that's why I had him on that list. So shout out to Manu.
Nobody ever talks about how
better than Cry Juxer and James Harden. Shout out to him.
He definitely had him above James Harden. I know Ox had him above James Harden.
Above James Harden.
That was actually
Ox had Manu at 5. He didn't have him above Clyde Drexler though. He had MJ, Kobe, Wade, Drexler, and Manu. That was his 5. So he had Manu above AI. That's like the one list.
Ox, man, you my guy, brother. You my guy, man.
I just watched a lot of Manu Ginobili play basketball.
Ox, you remember when in 05 when Amari Stoudemire bust Tim Duncan ass?
Nobody brings that up
either.
Yeah, shout out Amari. You know what?
I mean, they lost the series, but you know.
Yeah, so I guess
that's not no thing. Amari one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Top 10 player getting outplayed in the series by Amari Stoudemire. Absolutely. Oh, top 3.
Yeah. So you think? I mean, Shaq got outplayed by Tim Duncan. You think Kareem never got outplayed?
Shaq, though, in your opinion, Tim Duncan's better than Shaq. So.
Right, but most people
every time that Shaq outplayed Tim Duncan is actually the thing that should be.
No, most people don't know that. Well, I got Shaq number 4, I believe. So,
which is lower than Tim Duncan.
I know, but I'm saying like it's right there. It's right there. It's right there. 3 and 4.
It should be the other way, but you know it's cool.
No, hell no.
You know Tim Duncan. You know Duncan's not better than Shaq. You know he's not, but it's cool.
Shaq got at his peak. I'm taking peak Shaq over everybody, but I think Tim Duncan's peak and prime just was extended a little longer than Shaq's. You know, that's all.
All right, the next super chat is from Pirate McCall. You guys know the guy named Pirate. Should have been in the PCL, but you know, never mind. I won't. Anytime I mention why somebody can't make the PCL, it turns into a big debacle. But shout out to Pirate. He said, "You better put me, the big cheesecake, at point guard." Pirate starting at point guard.
Better than Tyus Jones.
Hey, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Pirate out there. I think Pirate maybe got a little game. And hey, I know plenty of niggas that be drunk at 12 p.m. afternoon that can hoop.
Huh?
I don't know.
All right. Last but not least, we got a members chat from Hunter TV. Hunter said Denver sports really got 3 title teams.
Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah.
So
Be funny if nobody wins a championship this year too.
Yeah.
Nobody's going
Merry
to.
Christmas.
but-
Yep.
Well,
All right, we'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. You guys already know what the business is. We'll see you guys soon. Like, comment,
what's
subscribe,
the other Denver team?
all of that good
that's-
stuff.
Definitely
the
not
Broncos, I
Nuggets.
guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the Broncos and
Broncos.
the Nuggets, but their baseball team ain't winning shit. Who's their hockey team?
I'm not keeping up with hockey.
Oh, okay.
Have a good one.
I don't know. All
Shout
right,
out to
y'all.
Denver.